and gentlemen, welcome to Game 1 of the first round of the NBA playoffs in the Eastern Conference, hosted by Knicks Cast. Of course, we're bringing you the game. We're calling the game here. Filling in for Luca for the first 10 minutes will be myself, AGP from the Big Blue in the Bronx YouTube channel. But also we got Sir Donald Stewart on the bottom, number 2 here. And then we got Dylan Backer here. He's coming back here on the channel. Fireside Knicks. Donald also writes for I heard you write for Pro Football Network's basketball side now. Is that true, Donald?
I do, my man. I do.
Okay, very good, very good. So everybody has a stake in the fight in terms of covering basketball, covering the Knicks, of course, except me. But anyway, without further ado, I want to give a chance for everyone to give their first thoughts, and then we'll move forward, talk about some stuff. They pushed the tip off back to something around 6:18 because the Nuggets game is still going at this very moment. But of course, till then, we'll be talking some pregame stuff. So, Donald, your first thoughts, my man.
Let's go. It's exciting to be back covering Knick playoff basketball at Madison Square Garden. It doesn't get any better than this. MSG is the place to be, especially in the playoffs. It's literally nothing better. So what I'm looking for is a lot of energy. I want to see plenty of Deuce, and I want to see plenty of Mitchell Robinson, because I think those two guys are the keys to this series. I'm gonna expect Kate Cunningham to do a lot of pick and rolls and try and get in the paint as much as possible. A lot of forays in the paint. He is their main scoring option, so we got to try and find a way to stop that. If you stop him, you more or less stop the Pistons. So that's the absolute key. So I'd like to see some OG Anunoby on him. I think that would be the right way to go with that matchup. But I feel pretty good about it. Let's go Knicks.
All right. Dylan, what's up with you, man?
Yeah, so, this game against Pistons, we were on this live stream just a couple days ago previewing this series against Detroit. I think the Knicks should easily win this series. I really do. I think it starts with game 1, and I think you really need to set the tone tonight. You need to come out with, like what Donald said, you need to come out with some physicality and some energy. I want to see a lot of OG Anunoby on Cade. I want to see a lot of that. Be physical, suffocate him, let someone else beat you, okay? The Pistons don't have as many other threats outside of Cade Cunningham. If you suffocate him, you should be in a good position to win, because the Knicks have many other options to go for on offense, and any of those guys can attack the Pistons. So really, I just want to see them game plan this well. I want to see Cade have a really hard time getting his buckets, because we know he's going to get some. We know he's going to probably finish this game with like somewhere around 25 to 30 points, but make it tough for him. Make it tough. Make him take a lot of shots. Make him take a lot of tough shots, and you should be in a good position to win. All in all, though, you got to win this game. Set the tone early and go up 1-0. You're at the Garden. You have the crowd behind you, and let's go. Simple as that.
Yeah, absolutely. So some little details before we get to some other stuff. The Knicks obviously finished this season 51-31 and third in the Eastern Conference, and the Pistons were 44-38. Sixth in the Eastern Conference. Of course, the last few seasons has been up and down turmoil for them, all that sort of stuff. And obviously, one of the most interesting things coming into the set of playoffs is Mikal Bridges' first NBA playoffs as a Knick. Same thing with Karl Anthony Towns. So that's going to be very interesting to look forward to. I'm really looking at that. As far as the spread for tonight, for anyone that's actually betting on this game, about 6.5 in the Knicks' favor, and ESPN puts it at 67.3. As mentioned, the tip-off isn't for a little bit. They're wearing their shirts, win for the Burrows. I definitely agree with that. As expected, the Garden is going to be loud tonight. And one thing I'll ask for you guys' sake, and I heard the name for the Pistons already come up with both of your first thoughts, is Cade Cunningham for the Pistons. I'm going to guess, who do you think is one of the biggest X factors for the Knicks that maybe people aren't talking about? I'll start with Donald.
I like Josh Hart as an X factor for this one. He's scrappy, phenomenal rebounder, decent secondary playmaker. Don't want him taking too many threes, though. I want him I want him to make use of his real skill sets, which are those that I've mentioned. Scrappy, getting out, running, doing his thing, constant 100% effort. That's the kind of guy that you want in the playoffs. That's what I think that he might be an X factor in this. He's the type of dude that you want in the playoffs. Someone that just, someone who's the beating heart of your team. No pun intended, really.
That was funny. Dylan, your X factor for the New York Knicks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with somebody else for this one. I'm gonna say Mikal Bridges. I think he's the X factor here. I think really, if we know what Brunson, Cat, and OG are capable of. We know Josh Hart's gonna do everything outside of scoring at the very least, right? But Mikal Bridges is the guy that we really don't know what he's gonna provide, right? We don't know if he's gonna provide elite defense, or if he's gonna give us some buckets, or if he's gonna just kind of do cardio the whole game. I don't want to see him only taking 6 shots, though. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, yes, I want Brunson and Cat taking the bulk of the shots, but I want Bridges to step up as like that third option and really kind of take over at points in the game, because there's going to be points in the game where Cat or Brunson are going to have to sit, or maybe Cat's in foul trouble or something, and you're going to need to rely on Bridges to really get going. I want to see him be aggressive. I want to see him score. And that's really all I got to say about that. I think he's a big X factor here, because if he ends up really getting going on offense, I think the Knicks can really dominate this game. We go from looking at like a, maybe within a single digit victory to well over a double digit win if Bridges can get going as well as the rest of the guys. So that's who I'm going to go with.
Absolutely. Also, their links are in the description, Dylan and Donald. So be sure to check out their work. Pinstripe Chronicles, Donald's articles, Dylan's work with Fireside Knicks. They do an absolute great job. And if you haven't already, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Luca is working his way. I think the channel right now is at 88 subs. I mean, we in this playoff run. Hopefully, it's a long playoff run for the Knicks. Let's get him to 100. Let's work that. As far as the starting lineups go for the Detroit Pistons and the New York Knicks, and you know what's surprising? We saw this pretty much in the polar opposite last year as the playoffs progressed, is that the New York Knicks were not a healthy team. With Hakuporti available off the bench tonight, the Knicks have nobody out. They are a fully healthy squad. So hopefully nobody goes down. But as far as the starting lineups, again, under JB Bickerstaff, you have the Detroit Pistons starting lineup: Asar Thompson, Tobias Harris, Jalen Duren, who I know is Donald's favorite as far as the Pistons go.
Dude, him. Great player.
Tim Hardaway Jr. and Cade Cunningham. And the one out is Jaden Ivey with a left fibula fracture. As far as the New York Knicks go, you got OG Anunoby, Josh Hart at the forward positions, Karl Anthony Towns at center, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson at the guard positions. Tonight's officials: John Goebel, Bill Kennedy, and Carl Lane. Once again, everybody,
this Nuggets Clippers game is really coming down to it.
What's the score, by the way?
It is a 1-point game with 30 seconds left.
Oh my God!
It's coming down to it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus Christmas. All right, give me 1 second, folks. It looks like the host has showed up. New York, how we feeling?
Hey!
I just pulled in.
All right. Hell yeah, you did. Good job.
Thank you. Oh, long day work, but what's up to everybody? Sorry I'm a little late. Not late enough for game time, thank God, because I was worried that I was going to miss it. Hopefully we're on the same time length in terms of TVs matching up so we could all react, together and as the three. But sorry, I'm just trying to breathe a little bit because I
catching the breath. Did you run?
No, I actually around my lunch break I scheduled an Uber to my job for 6:00, and it brought me right. It was right there when I got out of work. So
that's great.
It was more like a Lyft, but Uber they charged like $29, which was ridiculous. But whatever. you guys obviously gave your opening thoughts in this game, so if I'll do mine first. Again, I apologize for the amount of swords, but overall, make a statement. Game one, do not take home court advantage. Win game one. Same thing you did last year. Obviously, make Detroit feel the presence of Madison Square Garden. Me and Dahl know what that felt like. Obviously, in the playoff atmosphere, I'm going to know what that's like on Monday. But just scare Detroit as much as possible. They're new. They're new to the playoffs. You know, they made it this far. Let's make their journey end here. Let's not make this even close. That's what I got to say.
Do we have the starting lineups?
So Alex is working off his computer. Let me pull it up my phone. Let me double check because they're just. I have MSG on. You guys probably have ESPN on, which is fine. But
Yeah, I got ESPN on.
The Garden is all lit up. They're about to introduce, I think, the starting lineups or do national anthem. Let me get the starting lineups for you. Give me 1 second. So far, I'll just roll out these starting lineups real quick. I don't think the Knicks. I don't think the Knicks one's going to change, nor is the Pistons. But luckily, I got this. Hold on. Unfortunately, I didn't add it. Give me 1 second. As they're doing the national anthem, I'm going to have to pull this up on my computer at the moment, unless this is already mine. A lot of tabs open. Media assets. Hold on. So I'm uploading the Pistons lineup, and then it's going to be the Knicks one. Again, guys, if you're new here, appreciate you guys watching us for playoff coverage. Game one of the NBA Eastern Conference Quarterfinals between the Knicks and the Pistons. First time since 1992 that these two teams are facing off, in which the Knicks 1-5 the last time out. Obviously, that was a while ago, but still, let's keep that same energy. So I'll just roll out the Pistons starting lineup for right now. We have Cade Cunningham at the 1, Tim Hardaway Jr. at the 2, Asar Thompson at the 3, Tobias Harris at the 4, and Jalen Duren at the 5. Pull up my Knicks starting lineup next. But it looks like I don't have my template, but regardless, it's the same starting lineup as usual. Brunson at the 1, Hart at the 2, Bridges at the 3, OG Anunoby at the 4, and Karl Anthony Towns at the 5. What's up to Jacob? He says, what up, fam? Donald, good to see you, and Dylan.
Good to see you, Jacob. Thank you for joining, man. I was hoping to see Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup. I ain't going to lie.
Yeah, kind of me too.
I knew it wasn't going to happen. I knew it wasn't going to happen, though. Tom Thibodeau wasn't going to mess with that continuity after keeping the same lineup all year. Maybe if they go down 2-1 in this series or something, we see a change. But otherwise, I see no reason why he's going to do it. So
no, he won't.
Now we're just about 3 minutes away from tip-off.
It's smart coaching, though. I'm not going to lie. I think it would have been good coaching to have done that because Mitchell Robinson is absolutely ideal for this series.
In terms of leveraging size, absolutely.
100%.
Game right now between the Clippers and the Nuggets, 98 all with 19 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Crazy game.
Yeah, I have it on right now. It's been a crazy game. They're going for the last shot, Denver, right now.
Find my remote. There we are.
No overtime.
I don't know what.
I was
I
gonna
don't know
say,
what
Jordan,
that possession
I like that
was.
shot.
We're not
What
going overtime.
was that? What was that?
Is that
Wow, that
overtime
was
now?
terrible.
It's overtime.
Yeah, but that was
Does
a horrific
Does that
possession.
change our tip off or not?
No, I
hope
doubt it.
not.
I don't think they're gonna push the tip again. They'll probably just air the Knicks on like ESPN2 or something until the Denver game is over.
I'll keep Twitter open just in case.
Because I'm only watching on MSG. I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I have it on ESPN, so but I can literally just switch it over if they end up airing it on like ESPN2 or something.
Are you guys surprised? And he's not going to play, obviously. Are you guys surprised that Huck Porty's available?
Yeah, I was. I saw that it was questionable yesterday, and I was like, how? Like, he literally had
The dude tore
meniscus
his
surgery like
meniscus.
less than 7 weeks ago. Yeah, like he's not gonna play though. Like you said, he's not gonna play. Like there were people speculating, like, oh, maybe he'll play if like Mitch ends up starting. That'd be the only scenario. But even then, I still think he would end up just going with Achua as the backup. So
Gotcha.
chances of Porty playing are like this big.
Slim to none.
You're talking like injuries are gonna have to happen for Porty to get in there. So,
but
hey, at least it's good that every single player is available. At least
exactly. That's the key. So Donald, I'm seeing the Garden right now. Just an overview. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing Jalen Brunson getting introduced and the Garden. Now we're getting the Garden overview. Yeah.
Okay, so
they're going to start that game when they said they were going to.
Donald, I'm pausing at the starting lineups point. Let me know when you get there.
Oh no,
when it airs when they start airing it on ESPN, I'll let you know where I'm at.
All right.
Because right now I'm still looking at the Denver game. They haven't thrown it on yet. That last possession that Denver just had, I don't know if any of y'all saw that. That was terrible.
Yeah.
I'll just put it this way for those who didn't see. Russell Westbrook got the ball, so I think.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Yeah.
He literally got their coach fired. He got Malone fired.
I'll see this, but as I'm seeing on my screen right now, obviously we'll update throughout the game and try to match TVs. OG Anunoby's giving fist bumps to the crowd.
So they're probably just getting started with the tip-off, I bet.
MSG crowd, Bridges, and OG Anunoby meeting at center court. Kate Cunningham doing a quick fist bump as he's meeting with the referee, John Goebel. But game one will be all about, are the MSG bright lights too bright for Detroit? Duran and Towns at center court. Tip is up and away, and the New York Knicks tip it, and looks like it will be Pistons basketball because the Knicks tipped it too far out of bounds.
Yeah,
again,
I will get it on myself.
I'll have to pause, obviously, when we hit the commercial. All that we'll try to sync up. So the Pistons will start with the ball here at MSG. Kate Cunningham, the inbounder. Looking, finds Hardaway. Hardaway, three-pointer is up. Three-pointer is no good. Rebound, Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges brings it up. Bridges looking for a man. Brunson gets free, defended by Asar Thompson. Towns coming across. He sets a screen to the left. Brunson, dribble left, dribble right. Brunson, one-on-one versus Harris. Isolation. Brunson drives in the paint inside. Shots no good. Rebound, Tobias Harris. Here comes Detroit. They love transition play. Cunningham into the paint, fakes, couple of fakes, nearly stripped. Kicks out to Hardaway, back to Cunningham. Cunningham now switched on to Jalen Brunson, back to OG Anunoby. Hardaway versus Brunson, kicks into the paint inside. Thompson is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. Thompson shooting 64.1% from the free throw line this year. Thompson's first shot is good, so Detroit takes a 1-0 lead. Already seeing that the Knicks have OG Anunoby on Cade Cunningham. Second shot, no good. Rebound, OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges will bring this one up. Bridges right up against Tim Hardaway, former Knick. Pass to Brunson, pass to Hart. Hart drives to the paint. Hart inside. Shot is good. And the foul. Oh, wait. They're going to wave it off? Are they going to say that he was not in the shooting motion? It looks like they're going to say Duran fouled him before he rode to the basket. Knicks are set to inbound. Karl-Anthony Towns has it, gives back to Jalen Brunson. Hart gets a screen. Brunson 1-on-1. Brunson drives into the paint. This time fakes. Brunson inside. Floater no good. Rebound Josh Hart. Hart looking, finds. Brunson, corner 3. It's good. Knicks up 3-1. Cunningham has it. Hands off to Hardaway. Back out to Asar Thompson. Kicks back to Hardaway. Hardaway defended by Anunoby. Gives back to Cunningham. Cunningham has Hart on him. Along the baseline, feeds to Thompson. Thompson right up against Brunson. Thompson spins inside. Shot is good. Asar Thompson has the first 3 points for Detroit. Physical game early on. Brunson gives to Bridges. Bridges looking for a man to dish. Finds Anunoby. Anunoby inside looking, gets in there. Shot's no good. Rebound Cade Cunningham. Cunningham looks, corner. Hardaway drives and loses the ball out of bounds. Great defense by Bridges. Knicks basketball. Brunson is fouled by Thompson.
I'm so far behind you. It's not even funny.
I'm going to have to, if you're not reacting, that's a problem. I'm going to have to pull, as I said, commercial break will be the pause point. Bridges has it. Gives off to Brunson. Brunson with a screen to the right. They hedge. Brunson nearly loses, still has it. Drives on Thompson to the right. Brunson inside, kicks to Hart. Hart fakes. 5 on the shot clock. Hart pull up. Shot's no good. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here comes Asar Thompson. Thompson in the lane. Offensive foul. Jalen Brunson drew the charge. And I will say disclaimer real quick, as I just said to Donald, the pause point will be at commercial break, everybody. I apologize for everybody not being in sync. Commercial break, we will all be trying to sync up because obviously such life is not ideal. I wish everybody was in sync in terms because we were watching the same game, but TV providers, I guess, don't want that.
Nope.
Asar Thompson has 2 fouls already, so he's going to the bench. Malik Beasley, who's killed the Knicks all year, has come in.
He sure has.
Hart hands off to Bridges. Bridges, one dribble, gives to Karl-Anthony Towns, defended by Harris. Post him up. Double team looking, finds Anunoby. Anunoby, three-pointer this time, gets it to go. OG Anunoby from the wing. Cunningham, right up against Anunoby. Hardaway, three-pointer from the corner, no good. Rebound, Bridges.
Thompson with 2 fouls already is huge. I should point that out. That is huge.
Once Anunoby dribbles, stops, pivots, fires, hits. OG Anunoby with 5 points consecutively.
Let's go.
Timeout. All right. When they officially hit commercial, I'm pausing this bitch.
I'm pausing this bitch.
All right. Okay, Donald, it's going to pop up 8-3 Knicks with OG, celebrating. Let me know when you get there.
Okay, I've just got OG hitting it now.
Yeah, I just saw OG hitting the shot just now. They just called the timeout.
Okay, I'll wait. You guys are
Right
pretty
now, I'm
much
seeing them shake hands. Yeah, me and Donald are pretty much like right on the same track.
That's what I was
Because
about to say.
now they're transitioning to commercial. Now they're showing the ESPN bet ad. So.
As I said, Donald, let me know when you're there.
Yeah, we're now with the adverts now.
All right.
We're
Now I'm on
the
ESPN bet.
Yeah, so now I'm at the advertisements. So
Yeah, we should be in the same similar wavelength.
Well, certainly closer
Yeah.
than we have been.
Yeah, we can't.
Because you were cool like 2 possessions ahead of me, man.
Yeah, I apologize to everyone. It's just like here's the thing. It's so hard, especially when you're watching from different locations. B, you're getting different ads. C, you're watching different channels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah, because I can't get the MSG feed. So
Again, folks, I don't know if we're gonna be here on Monday streaming because I will myself be at the Garden. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But the rest of the playoffs, we'll have you covered. But unfortunately, because the NBA did this for the second year in a row, draft night for the NFL, day one is when the Knicks play, which annoys the crap out of me.
Oh.
Always right.
well, luckily my Giants pick early, so
That's true.
luckily
But
my
maybe
Giants
the
pick
Giants
early.
might trade up to the bottom of the first round if they want to
Who
get
knows what they're gonna do at this point? At this point, I have no clue what they're gonna do.
Nobody
'Cause
does.
They could end up drafting. They could end up drafting anybody of those guys at the top. I
I
feel like
hope
they're
it's-
realistically gonna stay at. I think they're gonna end up staying at 3, but
I
at
hope
this
it's
point, I
Abdul
feel like
Carter. That's who I hope it is.
it's pretty obvious that it's either gonna be Carter or Travis Hunter. Because I don't think they're gonna end up taking a QB in the first round. I feel like they're gonna use their
see.
first
Do you have
round
any
pick on a guy that they
insights?
want to.
Tips as to who they like more at this moment in time?
No, I don't have any particular insight, but from what I have read and from what I've wrote, it seems like they're really fascinated with Carter. So I feel
That's
like
good to
that
hear.
they're gonna. I feel like they're leaning towards Carter a little bit, but I mean, again, that's not like pure insight or anything because I don't got any sources that are telling me this info. It's just from what I've read. But if I had to guess right now who they'd end up taking, I feel like they would take Carter. But again,
I would love
who
a good
knows?
edge rusher. I would love one.
If they were to take Carter, they would have easily like one of the top D lines in the entire league. Because then
Mm-hmm.
you'd have Carter, Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns. I mean, that's scary.
So I hate to interrupt, but Donald, on my screen, they're showing a little preview, or I should say flashback, for the 92 Knicks when they beat Detroit.
Yep, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing
right.
Starks and
Still on the commercial, but I don't know if that's just because I'm on the stream. So
Yeah,
we'll
it
see where
might be.
goes. Okay, now it just got out of commercial for me.
Okay, so
Just
I'm
got
seeing
out of
Tom Thibodeau. All right, so we're at similar wavelengths now. Cade Cunningham will bring the ball up after a Pistons timeout. He gives the ball to Jalen Duren at the top, defended by Karl Anthony Towns. Looking, Knicks switch the screen. Cunningham versus Bridges. Cunningham trying to get inside, looking, trying to back him down. Defense by Bridges. Cunningham turns, fires, no good. Great defense by Bridges. Hart saves it. Here come the Knicks. Inside, Bridges. Shot is good.
wow.
Their defense is locked in right now. I will say that.
Tobias Harris is fouled by Hart, but I think he got all ball.
Good job, Bridges. Good to see him get involved early.
Important is he stayed low. He stayed low.
Lots of active hands on defense, which is good.
Absolutely. Cunningham over to Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley, tough shot, is up and no good. Rebound by the Knicks. Here they come in transition. Hart will slow it down just a bit. He goes inside of Harris. Inside. It is out of bounds, but the Knicks will keep it. 10-3, 7:56 to play. Looking is Brunson. Looking, finds Hart. Hart, likely going to hand off. He finds and out of bounds. And Tom Thibodeau not happy with the call. He thought that Hart or either Brunson was ran into. Guess not. Here come the Pistons now out of the turnover. Cunningham has it. Looking. Finds Tim Hardaway along the wing. They're going to give it to Duran at the top. Looking. Finds Kane Cunningham. Knicks looking to ice. Gives back to Harris. Harris driving on Towns. Now on Hart. Shots blocked by Towns out of bounds.
All right. Cat.
That was awesome recovery by Towns. He ran him off the line for three and then chased him down.
Look at that. You're right. It was a great recovery.
Brought to you by Volvo's Protect the Paint with the MSG Networks. 3.7 seconds to shoot. Landry Shamet comes into the game for the Knicks. Looking. Final seconds. Beasley has to get it off. Shot is short. Tipped and rebounded by the Pistons. Inside to the corner. Beasley, high arcing three. Gets it to go.
Oh, come on, Brunson.
Brunson has it. Brunson to the right. Brunson driving on Beasley. Brunson looks, kicks out. Back to Bridges. Bridges three-pointer is up. It's no good. Rebound to Tobias Harris. And offensive foul called on Jalen Duran for a push to the back on Bridges.
Knicks defense doing it again.
100%.
That was a hold of the jersey. This is physical, folks. And Jalen Duran will have
as we expected.
Fouls. Yeah, you're absolutely right. In comes Isaiah Stewart.
Stewart's a bit of a beast.
He's had his fair share of antics. He knows how to get into a player's head. Brunson will bring it up out of the inbounds. Brunson has it. Brunson looks for Bridges. Bridges drives baseline. Bridges fakes back to Towns. Towns three-pointers up and no good. Tipped up. Nice almost taken by Shamet there. Rebound Cunningham. Cunningham versus OG Anunoby. Nearly lost his dribble. OG is hassling him. Do they switch the screen for a second? No. Into Harris. Harris, mid-range jumper is good. The Knicks hedged the screen, but the help was late on the mid-range to Harris.
God damn it.
Bridges looks to Brunson. Brunson drives baseline. Brunson fakes inside. Shot is good despite the contact. Cunningham driving, icing.
That's
stolen by Anunoby. Here he comes inside, stripped, but out of bounds.
That should have been a +1 for Brunson.
That should have been a +1. I agree. But a great job of icing the screen by Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby. Knicks are mixing up the coverages. Got to give them some credit. And a foul is called against the Pistons again. This time off the inbound. Brunson looking. Finds Bridges. Bridges drives. Couple of fakes. Backing down. Turns. Fires. Hits this time. Mikal Bridges with the classic mid-range jumper. 14-8.
That's his bag.
Cunningham. Knicks trying to get the ball out of his hands. Kicks to the corner. Harris. Corner three is good. Knicks are not rotating.
That was one of my keys to the game. They have to rotate.
Brunson has it. Mitchell Robinson heads to the scorer's table. Brunson goes right. Brunson stops and pivots. Brunson against Beasley. Towns comes with the screen to the left. Brunson drives inside. Shot's no good, but a foul. He did draw the contact. He'll go to the line for 2. Brunson, an 82% free throw shooter from the regular season, knocks down the first free throw. Big Mitch makes his return.
Yes, good.
His playoffs return, should I say. Excuse me. Dennis Schroeder, NBA veteran with playoff experience, plenty of that, checks in for Detroit.
Schroeder always kills the Knicks. Well, he used to in his prime anyway.
Brunson at the line for his second free throw, and he nails both.
Mitch's presence in the paint is going to be a big difference this game.
Absolutely, 100%. Big X factor. Schroeder looking, driving into the paint, inside, kicks to Stewart. Stewart inside, shot's no good, tipped out of bounds, and it's Knicks basketball.
Good.
Brunson will bring it up.
Oh, it was great work by Mitch, man. Great defense.
Brunson, pull up 3, shots no good, rebound Cade Cunningham. Here come the Pistons. As I said, they love to run. Cunningham inside, shot is good. Brunson bringing it up against Hardaway Jr. Kicks to Anunoby. Anunoby fakes, drives to the paint. Anunoby inside, shots no good, rebound put back by Robinson is good.
Mitchell Robinson's the key, man. He does all the dirty work. There you go. Great job, Mitch. So far, Mitch has already made his presence known on both ends of the court.
Absolutely, as Dylan had alluded to. Just a little bit of second delay here. Not sure what they were trying to do. Cade Cunningham will bring it up. OG as the primary defender. Beasley has it against Landry Shamet. Cunningham inside the paint. Inside shot is altered. No good. Put back by Stewart is good. Nobody was there for the rebound.
God damn it.
Bridges brings it up. Goes right over the screen. Bridges inside. Looks. Kicks out. Anunoby from the corner. Shots no good. Rebound Stewart.
Knicks offense is a little bit
Schroeder looking. Finds Cunningham.
Yeah, no, hasn't been the smoothest.
And ball was tipped out of bounds. Oop, my mistake.
I want to know if Anne Hathaway or Suni Lee is in the.
Yeah, that's what the podcast, the roommate show, and nobody was covering Hardaway off the inbound, so he scores. Bad miscommunication defensively.
Come on, man. That's so basic.
Brunson has it. Brunson drives to the paint inside. Pass is stolen by Beasley. Taken back by Anunoby. Kicks to the corner. Bridges for 3. Shots no good. Rebound OG. Kicks back to Shamet. Shamet fakes. Passes tip. Stolen by Hardaway. Hardaway inside. Jams it down. Knicks might need a talk.
Yeah, I'd call a timeout here, man. What a mess.
Shamet hands to Bridges.
What a mess.
Bridges drives inside. Pull up this time. Shot is good.
That's all Bridges can do, man. He can only do the pull-up. His three-point shot's broken.
Cunningham against Bridges. Cunningham gets inside. Shot is no good, but a foul. Looks like he'll be, I think, on the reach-in, but a timeout is called. Let me try to mount my computer. There we go. Perfect. A little sloppy here, folks. A little sloppy.
Very sloppy. It suits the Pistons, this style of ball.
Or more finesse.
You can already see the Pistons are forcing steals, which is very much their bag. They love to do that. They love to force steals and get out and run.
Let me pull out their statistics.
I think they're first in points per possession of steals in the league.
Actually, I think you might be right on that, actually.
Yeah.
NBA stats. Okay. Let me see. They're really making me dig into the advanced. Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's see. Again, folks, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe. Also,
hit the follow button for my guy Luca.
Also, follow Donald and Dylan. Their links are in the description. Absolutely imperative.
Hit the sub button for my guy Luca, man. He does his stuff.
Transition. Teams. Okay, regular season.
Oh, I think Strahan's in the crowd.
I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked.
There he is. Big Mike. It's my guy.
Yes. What you get to see, Donald, is you really don't go to commercial. You have, sometimes you'll see what they're doing in the crowd, which is I think is really cool.
Yeah, no, I see all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gives
Currently,
you
I'm looking at Celebrity Row.
Nice. It kind of gives you that in-game experience, like that kind of in-game experience that you miss from home.
Yep. Knicks City dancers and all that.
Yeah, timeout is much needed here by the Knicks. A lot sloppy. A lot like you saw like twice in that last possession where the Pistons were jumping on Knicks balls. Because
That's what she said.
Oh my God!
Pause.
I should have reworded that, folks. I should have reworded that. I should have said jumping on Knicks passes, not balls. I deserve every meme if possible, if that's the case. So Brunson's still in. Deuce McBride has come in as well. He's going to be also a big X factor in terms of scoring. We know what he brings defensively. He had some good games last year in the playoffs as well, to add. Brunson, most games with 30 points and 10 assists in Knicks playoff history, just as a stat. Malik Beasley, shot is up, shot is good. Three-pointer there as Landry Shamet could not get across the cut. Brunson, one-on-one.
They're not rotating, man.
Brunson goes right, fakes, couple fakes, gives back to McBride for three, air ball.
Oh, no.
Rebound.
Not a good shot. Not a good shot.
This is not a pretty game, man.
Highly contested. Dennis Schroeder will bring it up.
What do you think? Early playoff nerves? What do you think?
I guess. Cunningham is still in. He's right up against OG Anunoby. They're trying to ice. Mitch and drop. Cunningham inside. Shots no good. Tipped out. Rebound Brunson. Here come the Knicks now. Brunson up ahead. Brunson inside. Shots no good. No foul there. But it's going to be Pistons basketball.
He normally finishes that.
He does. Ron Holland will check in for Detroit as Cade subs out. Pistons, not a lot of great three-point shooters, to be fair, but Malik Beasley has been the Nick killer as he's guarded by Deuce McBride. Harris gets over a screen. Harris in the mid-range against Anunoby, trying to back down OG. Harris turns, fires, hits.
Damn. Tobias Harris channeling his prime self.
Brunson has it. Brunson 1-on-1, hands off to Anunoby. Anunoby around the screen, driving into the paint. Anunoby inside. Shot is good from OG.
That stops an 11-2 Pistons run.
Jeez. Schroeder against Brunson. Schroeder gets across the screen. Schroeder's trying to drive in. Schroeder looking for a pass, and Knicks could have stolen that one, but they tried to stay disciplined. Harris, pull-up mid-range jumper is good. Jalen Brunson has it, goes right to the screen. Brunson 1-on-1 looking to pass. Kicks out. Anunoby wide open in the corner. Knocks down the three. OG Anunoby from downtown.
Big shot. You got to stop their run.
Cuts the Pistons lead.
You got to find a way to stop Tobias Harris. He's cooking like he's in his prime 20s.
Schroeder looking. Finds Malik Beasley.
Thing was, they game planned to stop Cade, but not anyone else.
Kicks out. Holland, three-pointers up. No good. Rebound, Deuce McBride. Here comes Brunson. Brunson versus Schroeder, the vet. Brunson pull up three. Shot is in and out. Rebound by Stewart. Not a great shot. Schroeder up against Brunson. Schroeder pull up three. Way off. Rebound taken up by Holland. Poor job by Shamet.
Come on, Shamet.
And a little physical here. Schroeder against Brunson. 5 to shoot. Schroeder drives in the lane inside. Shot is blocked, but a foul. Poor job by Shamet. Holland has equal size to him. That should have been Shamet's ball.
Shamet has been really poor.
Dennis Schroeder, playoff veteran at the free throw line. Bounced around a bit in his career. First shot from Schroeder is in. Karl Anthony Towns checks back in. I'm wondering if the Knicks go double big. They don't, as Mitchell Robinson checks out. Schroeder was previously with Golden State and Brooklyn this season, so this is his third team of the year. 27-25 Detroit, 16.6 seconds to play. Shot is missed. Rebound by OG Anunoby. They will bring it to Brunson.
Come on, clutch.
Brunson has it. Anunoby sets a screen. Now switched on to Harris. 4 seconds. Brunson inside. Anunoby feeds. Step back two-pointer. At the buzzer, he knocks it down. OG Anunoby
Big shot.
handling his playoff self.
Yeah, OG had a really good quarter. Very good first quarter from OG.
It's kind of just been him, man.
Yep.
At the end of the first, it's 27-all. Wow. Wow.
Well, I'll take it because we've not really played that well. Cat has not really been involved in the offense.
Considering
Bridges.
they've started out shooting slow and they're tied, you live with it and just hope that they can get
Absolutely,
their
yeah.
shots.
Brunson's been a little off. Bridges, 3-point shots, well off. Shaman's been awful. Yeah, OG's been
Shamet
great.
played more minutes than Cat in the first quarter.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
What sense does that make?
It doesn't.
Not a lot at all.
I mean, to me, like again, we didn't say to start. I mean, Donald, I think, was more for it, and it was understandable. Like, when are we going to? And I'm not trying to be impatient. Or when are we going to see that double big lineup?
That's what I want to see.
Because that's not just good offensively. That's I mean, it's at its best defensively. That's what I want to see. Because if you put Cat, I think Cat's better on the perimeter than he's in the paint.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because when he's in drop coverage, like I hate drop coverage overall, but like when they drop him, it looks like he's waddling back and forth when he has to drop on a defender.
That's
Like
interesting.
that's not his strength. That it was never his strength. And I'm not saying you have to play high coverage all the time because clearly we've seen in this game that the Knicks don't exactly know how to rotate. Or they're
The
just
truth is, there's always going to be a ceiling for any team that has Cat as your starting five. I mean, not offensively, but defensively. You can't survive Cat playing the five defensively and win a championship. You just can't. I've yet to see it.
absolutely
I was
campaign.
thinking of Timberwolves fans, man, and Timberwolves fans were all like, I mean, he needs to play the 4. You need to have someone that can defend the 5.
And the thing is, like as we said in the preview show, like if you're gonna have him at the 5, have 4 shooters next to him. Don't go 4 in, 4 out, 1 in. That would be silly. But apparently, campaign might check in. So looks like Tibbs is going 9-man.
Interesting.
And here's the thing with Cam. Obviously, we've seen it. We even saw it last year. He can be really hot or really cold. That's the scary part.
His shot selection is just not very good. Yeah, to say the least.
Well, shot
To say the
selection.
least.
It's astounding. Bad.
Cameron Payne doesn't know what a bad shot is.
Every shot to him is good, especially when he does.
That's my point. Yeah, he doesn't know what a bad shot is. If you tell him that a shot is a bad shot, he's gonna be like, no, it's not.
It's true.
No, it's
That's
not.
true. There's no lie. As we look at Madison Square Garden, beautiful MSG. I still have my Knicks watch from. How obviously you guys see the lights. It's from these type of watches. I still have one. Obviously, they're not lighting up because it's not MSG, but great collectible. And here we go to start the second quarter. As Deuce,
I think I still have that thing as well.
Yeah.
Have you still got the towel?
I think I do. Campaign knocks down a 3.
Here we are, ripping them.
30-27. Schroeder right up against him. Schroeder getting around Deuce McBride. He can't. Looks, finds. Hardaway, 3-pointers up, ties the game.
My God.
And I think it's Shamet getting cooked defensively with these screens. And these,
Yes, he is.
Shamet has been brutal to start this
Garbage.
game, honestly.
Nothing positive.
Brutal.
He's done nothing of any note.
McBride
He
hands to
literally,
Towns. They're going to double. Towns turns, and I think there's a 3-second violation on the Pistons, or was it Towns? Looks like
they just showed the replay from the Hardaway 3, and Shamet just gets caught in that screen down low, and he's left wide open. I mean, you got to get around that.
And it's not – Towns knocks down the free throw. How? That's all I got to say. He's supposed to guard – he's a screen shooter himself where he's coming off the screens constantly. He's running. Dude, you should have the type of speed or the type of build to, go after these guys. How about Shamet cutting to the basket and scoring?
So every time we talk crap about a player, they do good?
Okay.
Who's next?
By the way, that was a beautiful pass by Karl Anthony Towns, man. That aspect of his game is so underrated. He's a beautiful passer of the ball.
Schroeder 1-on-1 versus McBride. Schroeder driving the basket. Schroeder fakes. Back out to Harris. 3 seconds to shoot. Harris puts it up. He's fouled by Hart.
That's a bad foul by Hart.
You don't foul.
Yeah, 2 seconds on the clock.
I talked about the little things in our show, and I said this is one of them. Fouling at the end of the shot clock. Yep, that's a foul. He's going up for the shot.
Clearly a foul.
The little things, like the little intangibles, man. The little intangibles. And Hart, great energy, but Hart has 3 personal fouls, by the way. That's
Hart's not had a good game so far. He was my X factor. He ain't showing up for me.
He's grabbed rebounds.
He's just playing too aggressive. That
could be a sign of nerves, if anything. Tobias Harris at
They're
the
trying to
line.
match the Pistons' energy.
Harris knocks down the free throw. It's 33-32 New York. Here comes Deuce McBride. Hands to Campaign. Back to Deuce McBride. McBride looking. Gives to Hart. Back to Deuce. Deuce goes right. Deuce nearly and it was tipped. It was a bad pass there, stolen by Schroeder. Here comes Harris. Harris inside, kicks to the corner. Hardaway, high arcing three-pointer. No good, tipped up, rebounded by Towns. And here comes Landry Shamet.
Just telegraphed out.
Looks, Payne, open three-pointer, and no good, tipped up, and no good. Rebounded by the Pistons. Hart thought he got fouled. Schroeder against Shamet. Schroeder one-on-one. Gives to Duren. Duren looking for a man. He finds Harris. Harris in the mid-range jumper. Shot's no good. Putback is good by Duren.
That's the second time now I've seen them help too much on a mid-range.
Hart one-on-one. Hart gives to Payne. Payne looking for a man. Finds Towns. Towns one-on-one versus Harris. Towns take him to the basket. Towns inside. Shot is good. Took him right to the hole.
We need to be doing more of that. Get Cat on the ball. Get him attacking.
Schroeder, mid-range jumper this time. No good. Rebounded by Towns. Here comes Josh Hart to Shamet. Shamet drives the paint inside. Blocked, but a foul. Duren says,
Ooh. I ain't gonna lie. I think that was clean.
That looked clean to me. And you can tell by the player's reaction, he wanted that to be reviewed. Let's see. I mean, that's marginal if any contact at all.
that's what I said.
Yeah.
We'll get overturned.
But credit to Cat, man. I want to see more of that. They need to get Cat the ball more. You know what I'm saying? That was actually one of the only occasions that we've seen them feeding Cat. Do you guys agree?
No, absolutely. I say get Cat the ball more.
Yeah.
If it's not,
He needs to. He's got Tobias Harris on him. He needs to attack that.
Yeah, it's a great mismatch. But I mean, that's on our point guards. That's on Brunson. I love my man Brunson, but he needs to be like playmaking a little bit more.
Brunson's not on the floor currently, but yeah, I get what you're
No,
saying.
I'm not saying in general because we've not seen him.
Yeah.
We've not seen him get fed the ball much. So.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Absolutely. And one of the core things of this Knicks offense, they love to expose mismatches, or at least they try to. That's got to be something with Towns. Like, they, again, as you guys have been saying, they got to expose that.
Have you always had trouble with your weight? Me too.
Discover the power of Wegovy. With Wegovy, I lost 35 pounds. Some lost over 46 pounds.
And I'm keeping the weight off.
Like, I honestly feel like there's minimal flow to the offense right now. I get OG's been playing his ass off, but
I don't see any flow in the offense. So I mean, I think this is a positive that we haven't played particularly well,
And we're winning.
and we're winning. I mean, Deuce was one of our keys to the game, and he threw an air ball. He telegraphed a pass for a turnover. He's been off. I think Shaman's been pretty awful. Bar one beautiful pass from Cat. Not fed the ball to Cat much. Bridges hasn't been much involved. So Brunson's not been that good. So all these negatives, and we're still winning. So that's a good thing for me because they can't possibly all be this bad next.
no, absolutely not.
Half. Look at your voice is a little bit faded, and I can hear a lot of audio.
Let me pull up the mic. Is that better?
TV or the audio on or something like that?
Is that
You
better?
sound a lot better now. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have the mic over here. Let me get it closer. X-rays negative on Ben Rice's elbow. Did he get hit or something?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he took a hit by pitch to the left elbow, and they took him out, but clearly he's fine. So
Infield single for Goldschmidt. Yankees up 8-4.
It
Yeah,
looks like
Ben
the
Rice
Yankees
got
will
hit
win their
twice.
6th game in a row. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
the
got
Yankees
grazed
did
in the
well,
foot in
man.
the first inning. Yeah. Yep.
Aaron Judge has been freaking incredible.
Absolutely.
I'm curious to see if they've overturned this. Obviously, I can't see because I muted my TV. But as I'm in agreement with you guys, I thought it was marginal contact at best.
I
But
think
if
they
they
overturned the call.
I think they overturned it as well. Pistons Knicks Monday games. I almost said game 7. Hopefully not game 7. Monday
Yo,
at 7 p.m.
don't speak that into existence, my guy.
Monday game 2. Pistons Knicks Monday at 7 p.m. That's what the MSG coverage starts. So looks like Shamit's out. OG Anunoby in. Thank God. Praise the Lord.
I hope MSG is not planning to host a game 7.
I like to see this matchup: Jalen Duren versus Mitchell Robinson.
Ooh.
That is an interesting matchup.
We do get a double big lineup, by the way.
Good, finally.
Duren against Mitchell Robinson. Duren looking for a man. He finds Cade Cunningham. Latch on him as OG Anunoby. They're playing high on the screen. Cunningham shot blocked by Robinson out of bounds. Saves it, and Knicks basketball.
Great defensive play. I really like the defensive guys we have on the floor currently. You have Robinson, McBride, and Anunoby all out there. That should be
That's
a really
great.
good defensive core.
Deuce McBride will bring it up. They feed it to Towns. Towns against Harris. Towns looking. Pull up mid-range. Got it. Karl Anthony Towns.
There we go. Get Cat the ball. Get Cat the ball. Get Cat the ball.
They're dropping on Cunningham. Cunningham pull up mid-range jumper. No good. Rebound Towns. Here he comes. Here comes Deuce. Deuce waiting. Waiting for the court to even up. Towns wants it. Towns has it. Towns drives the paint inside. Shot is good. Towns bigger
I'm
than
telling you,
man.
get Cat the ball. Get Cat
Give
the
him
ball.
the rock.
Cat wants this game, man. I can see it in his eyes. I could see it in his eyes. When that recovery block that Dylan pointed out, I could tell in his eyes that he wants this game.
Traveling called on Holland.
Give Cat the ball. He wants
Absolutely.
this.
That's what
He
I'm
wants
saying.
to kill that matchup he's got. He's got Tobias Harris still on him. Kill that.
I gotta second what you guys are saying. Give Cat the ball, as we've been saying. Here we go.
Give him the rock.
39-34. Deuce McBride gives, looking for a man, looking. Gives it to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has been the hot hand. Towns, and looks like they're going to call a foul, I think.
Look at that mismatch. It's a beautiful mismatch.
It's 3
On
seconds.
Harris.
3 seconds on Detroit. That's the second time they've been called for 3 seconds. Towns at the free throw line.
And what do you know? The double big lineup has shifted the energy.
Yeah, right.
It has. Towns knocks down the free throw, 40-34, folks. And it looks like OG, I think, got something in his eye.
Yeah, he lost his contact lens.
That's what I thought.
Goldschmidt just made it 8-4 Yankees.
Yep, I
In the
didn't see
ninth
that.
inning.
Campaign looking to inbound, finding a man. He finds Deuce McBride. Let's see how they get Cat open. Cat at the three-point line against Harris. Towns, 8 to shoot, drives the paint. Towns, couple wide dribbles, high arcing two-pointer, no good. Tipped up and rebounded by Cunningham. Here come the Pistons. Cunningham fakes out to Beasley. Beasley against Payne. Payne trying to hassle him. Beasley turns. Beasley trying to get away. And shots no good despite all the contact. Rebound Knicks. Deuce looking. Finds Anunoby. Anunoby.
Nice
with the
defense
mismatch.
from Payne.
And a foul is called on Cunningham.
That Garden crowd is getting pretty rowdy, and I think the Pistons are starting to feel it.
Yep, push right in the back. And the hold of the jersey. OG's
Credit
like,
to the
yeah,
Knicks, though.
fuck.
They have completely shut down Cade Cunningham so far. They have completely shut him down.
Yes, they have.
Brunson Bridges come back in. Let's see if they stick with that double big lineup. I would still play them. I would do Brunson, OG.
Yep, they are. They are. It's still a double big.
Good.
It's Brunson,
Get your-
Bridges, Anunoby, Robinson, and Towns. So basically the
Love
starting
that.
five that everyone wants.
Yeah, that's the starting five that'll win a game.
Brunson has it. Brunson screened by Robinson. They
I
had
was really impressed
Brunson
with
driving
Campaign,
in
by
on
the way.
Beasley. And 9 to shoot. Brunson doing a couple dribble magic. Brunson pull up mid-range jumper, no good, and it's rebounded by Beasley.
Just to
Cunningham,
reiterate,
Beasley,
I think
Beasley
Campaign
fakes.
played
Harris, 3-pointers up. 3-pointer is good. That was some wicked roll there.
Campaign had some really good minutes.
Yeah, I was really impressed with him, man. He played good defense actually, and he was feeding Cat the ball.
There's Cat again.
Campaigning for.
Harris, Cat, double team looking, finds, kicks out Brunson, fakes, kicks out Bridges into Anunoby inside. Shot is good. Somehow rolls around the back. No, they're going to call it off.
He had gotten fouled.
Wait a minute, how's that not a basket?
Because he held the basket while
Because
the ball was
he held onto the rim, but I guess they didn't call a foul. I thought he got fouled.
He absolutely got fouled.
I was not in love with that. I wasn't in love with that call.
Cunningham, 1-on-1.
He absolutely got fouled. No.
Cunningham versus Bridges, drives into the paint, looks, stops, fires, hits. They were able to get Bridges on Cunningham, and that's how he scored the basket.
Well, on the bright side now, I'm ahead of you guys, so I spoiled this part. But Jalen Duren fouled Brunson just now, so now he's in foul trouble.
Yes, he did. It's a blocking foul.
So
that's
huge.
number 4, I think. I could be
wrong.
The
bad news about that is that means Stewart's gonna come in, and Stewart is a rough matchup for us, man, because he always seems to play really well against the Knicks.
He's got to be up there in personal fouls. That's 3 for Duren right now. You could argue a lot more, to be honest, as Duren's going to head to the bench for Stewart, as we all predicted. Looking, here comes Bridges. Bridges looking away from the basket, kicks out to Brunson. Brunson fakes, Brunson drives. Brunson's floater is no good, tipped up, rebounded by the Pistons.
Come on, Brunson. What's going on, brother?
Beasley open 3, gets it to go.
Never let Beasley open. That's a big mistake.
Brunson 1-on-1. Brunson drives left. Brunson looking for a man. Finds OG. OG corner 3. Shots no good. Rebounded by Asar Thompson.
Pistons are on another run. They're on an 8-0 run this
Thompson
time.
to Harris. Harris for 3. Shots no good. Bad shot there. Rebound Bridges.
Pistons on an 8-0 run.
Right. Bridges looking. Hassled by Thompson. Bridges feeds Brunson inside. Floaters up and tipped in and good. Cunningham. They're icing. Kicks Beasley wide open for 3. Nails it.
He's got the audio on really loud.
That probably is me. I'll mute my microphone because I have it back there.
Brunson feeds to Towns. Towns against Harris. Towns inside. Man like none other.
Boom. Big cat.
Cunningham against OG. Cunningham inside. Shots no good. Tipped up by Robinson, and he gets the rebound. They got to get OG or Cat the ball. None of this Brunson ISO shit. Brunson drives to the basket. Brunson inside. Shots no good. Tip. Oh, what a throwdown by Mitchell Robinson.
All right. Big Mitch.
Wow.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Spicy.
Cunningham drives to the right. They ice. Knicks looking to rotate. Beasley fakes, drives on Bridges. Beasley pulls back a 3. No good. Rebound Towns. Up ahead. Here comes OG into the paint. Euro step. And they're going to call a foul on Cade Cunningham.
That putback was ferocious.
Absolutely ferocious. They just bench just absolutely got up for that. They had a right to. And folks, if you celebrate as OG Anunoby knocks down the free throw, happy Easter, happy Passover if you guys celebrate. Happy holidays to all of you as we are commentating on the NBA playoffs. Knicks Pistons game 1, 47-45. Donald is winning the argument by the moment with this double big lineup.
Absolutely. Won't big Mitch in there, man.
He's hooping. He is hooping.
He looks healthy. That's the key. He looks healthy.
Mm-hmm.
It's also allowing Cat to target Harris on a mismatch.
No, 100%.
And you see, if you guys, obviously took notice, when Duran got 3 seconds defensively, Mitch is like kind of lurking in the paint, so Duran's like staying on him. He's like, staying in the paint rather, and that's kind of forcing, obviously, the refs to give them 3 seconds.
Is this an iconic Caesar ad? No, it's an ad for the new KFC Donkey Bucket. Now anyone can dunk.
But we can't leave Malik Beasley open for 3 anymore. I can't. I won't have any of it.
Dunk for $7 or get enough to share for 20.
They have to stop him, man. He's like,
He's even heating up in the playoffs. Forget the regular season.
he's their only legit 3-point threat. So all they need to do is rotate.
Exactly.
All I'm asking them to do is rotate.
And communicate on switches. There was one play where it was Beasley and Cunningham in action. And 2 Knicks went to Cunningham.
I can't hear you, man.
Let me get up to the mic. I was going to say, when they were doing a cross switch, it was Cunningham dragging 2 Knicks defenders off to the left, in which Beasley was wide open. But let's be fair. Who said Mitchell Robinson wasn't making a difference for the Knicks?
Nah, I always thought he'd make a difference. Always. You could see in the first 58 games when he wasn't here, Mitchell Robinson had that big impact once he was back.
True.
His absence was huge. I mean, Jericho Sims was the backup for how long?
God.
So you arrive exactly where you belong.
When you talk about Jalen Brunson, this is what the Detroit Pistons game plan is. I'm not sure if that was a foul, but Thompson to his body. He's going to see multiple.
The one thing, if there's any positives for the Knicks, despite arguably not playing their best ball, they're getting the Pistons in foul trouble.
That's true. Very good point.
Marcus Camby and Latrell Sprewell are in attendance, so is Larry Johnson and John Starks, all the Knicks playoff legends, and Patrick Ewing. I wonder if Melo has.
This is your chance right now to go on a big run and close out the half strong. You need
Absolutely.
to really, really build yourself a lead.
Is that Quinn Richardson? There's my man Stephon! Woo!
Starberry.
I'm liking those new Starberry glasses that they're shades that he's selling.
I wonder if Melo's there.
That's my boy.
And Anunoby knocks down both free throws. 3:41 to play. 48-45, Knicks up by 3. Bringing this ball up is Asar Thompson, defended by Jalen Brunson. Gives it off to Cade Cunningham, defended by OG Anunoby. Looking, and it looks like a foul on the play away from the ball. Looks like it might be a foul on. Could have been Bridges, but as they were trying to fight through the screen, it was. Detroit will receive the inbounds. Looking, Finds Beasley, back to Cunningham. Here comes a screen. Cunningham driving to the paint. Inside shots blocked. Out of bounds. OG Anunoby.
Oh, baby, OG's cooking, man. He's fantastic.
Great job. Three-pointer for
What about
Harris
OG?
ties the game. The Knicks are
Giving up way too many threes.
somehow so bad off an inbounds play.
That's ridiculous. Why are they so bad from the inbounds, man? That's twice that they left somebody open from inbounds.
Looking, here comes Bridges. Looking, finds Robinson. Robinson looking for man. He's going to turn. Fire to Anunoby. Anunoby fakes. He drives, looks, kicks. Brunson fakes. Brunson pull up and blocked out of bounds. But it's a shot clock violation.
The two veterans on the road in MSG trying to get things steady for this young Pistons team.
Pistons 8 for 17 from 3. Beasley.
Cunningham will bring it up.
He gets it back 5 on the 24. Beasley puts it on.
Cunningham against Anunoby, looking for a man. Here comes the screen set by Stewart. Cunningham looks, gives back to Beasley. Beasley drives in the paint, pull up, blocked by Bridges that time. 3 taken by Beasley. 5 seconds to shoot. Beasley trying to get inside, and he's fouled by Bridges. And Beasley doing some chirping, I think, at the Pistons. I'm sorry, not Beasley, Bridges, that be it that.
Combine a few veterans with some young, talented players, and this is what you get.
2 big stoners have 3 fouls, and 1 for the Pistons.
Bridges 3 personal fouls in a very foul-heavy game. Beasley gives to Cunningham. Cunningham to the left. Cunningham dribbled, and looks like we got a jump ball. Knicks forced the loose ball. And we got a little scrum inside. Here we go. Teams are starting to come together a little bit.
All right.
But not be out of control. He said, but where in the building interactions are going to happen? The first interaction.
So that whole play started hoping with his hands defensively.
Cat wants this, baby.
Towns would not let go of the ball. And I think he and Stewart are talking.
Bridges off the bounce, pulls up. Shepard won't go. Robinson trying to save it.
Up and tip to Bridges. Bridges will bring it up.
Both teams kind of getting cold now.
Bridges goes left of the screen. Bridges drives into the mid-range, looks, fires, and no good. Tipped up in the air and out of bounds. Pistons basketball.
They're a different team with him.
Anunoby takes it away from Beasley. As Brunson has it, Brunson goes to Cunningham.
Cunningham has it. Cunningham, they're going to run a screen again. Screening again is Stewart, Beasley, and another loose ball taken by Anunoby. Here come the Knicks now. Brunson driving inside. Shots no good. They didn't call a foul there somehow. Here come the Pistons in transition. Beasley to Schroeder, looking for an open man, finds Harris inside, blocked by Robinson, but a foul.
But they were dead last when he didn't.
Tom is getting the double big lineup, an extended run here in the first half. And we asked him pregame about this, and he just kept saying, we haven't had it.
How is he not getting these calls?
He's giving a whole lot of Doris Burke.
When you're defending on the perimeter, so much more.
Tobias Harris at the free throw line. He's been somehow the hot hand in this game. One of the lone veterans for Detroit. Knocks down the free throw. Bridges heads for the bench. Deuce McBride checks in. And free throws, 2 free throws made that time.
Oh, boy.
Deuce McBride will bring it up. They're going to have Brunson off the ball. McBride looking, finds Brunson. Screen coming from Mitch to the right. Brunson has to drift back. Nice hedge by Detroit. Brunson drives left. Brunson driving, looking, fakes, fires inside. Shots no good. Rebound Cunningham. But a loose ball foul on the floor against Tobias Harris.
That's good.
Where has the Karl Anthony Towns action been?
They just don't make any concerted effort to get him the ball, man. It's very frustrating.
McBride looking, gives to Brunson. Brunson driving into the paint. Brunson fakes, pull-up jumper, gets it to go, ties the game.
Finally, Brunson's done very little positive so far.
Cunningham versus Anunoby. Cunningham switch back onto Anunoby. Cunningham drives, fakes, pulls up mid-range jumper, gets it to go. One of the few times he's beaten OG.
That does not happen often. That's still a tough shot, though.
That is. It's not an easy shot, by no means. Brunson looks, fires to the corner. Anunoby drives in the paint. That should be a blocking foul if there is one. And there is. It's going to be on Cunningham. Anunoby's going back to the line for 2.
That's now 3 fouls on Cade.
Good news. Pistons are playing us tough, man. They are really tough.
Anunoby at the free throw line. Knocks
Yep,
down
and I knew it would be this way. They play hard.
My boy TK said on Twitter, and I must agree, Brunson is pressing.
He really is. I've not been impressed with him. He's not running the point. Like,
Well,
it's just,
if you want to look at it this way, though, he's probably still trying to get his footing back. He's only played like 4 games since the injury. And on the other bright side, Brunson has been horrible, and it's a tie game. So, I mean...
That's true. That's true, but I if I were Brunson, I wouldn't force it. Give it to Towns. Like, run the offense as is.
exactly. That's what all I'm asking him for, is to be a point guard. You'll get your shots.
Looks like they're going to have, nice tip by Mitchell Robinson. It leads to a steal. Here comes Anunoby. Anunoby for 3. Bang! OG
There we
Anunoby
go.
from downtown.
Dude, playoff OG is a real thing.
Who is sitting courtside, man? OG is going crazy.
19 points, 6 of 11 from the field.
Susan Essman from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
She's probably cursing at him. She's probably cursing at him, though. Steal by McBride. Here come the Knicks, and they're going to rule it a tip.
There we go, Deuce. There we go, Deuce. This is when we're at our best. Just get stuck in there, man. Loose balls.
JB Bickerstaff is red hot over something. I don't know what that is.
Gets the Garden involved. Oh, yeah.
The Knicks were able to
JB's
call the
pissed.
timeout.
JB's pissed. That should be a
Dylan,
technical.
the Knicks called timeout.
Yes, they called timeout.
Good. That's when they had possession. That means the Knicks get the ball.
Yep, they called timeout. So that's why he was mad, because they gave us the timeout.
So the Knicks will have 15.8 seconds in the second quarter to shoot. Obviously, put up 1 shot. The shot clock will be turned off.
Right. Predictions. What's gonna happen with this inbounds?
Brunson ISO. I'm calling it. It's
Right,
good.
okay.
It's predicted. It's honestly, I hate to be that guy, but it's gonna
Dylan, what's your prediction?
It's either going to be a Brunson ISO or a cat post up into a double team. So, his schemes are so predictable, man, I'm telling you.
I can see Brunson ISO. If he's double teamed, then a kind of last second heave to like Deuce to Chuck or OG.
again, as we all remarked, I want Brunson to trust Towns. Where are these pick and pops, though? That's true. That's
They
like
don't run any pick and rolls, man. They're not doing any. I don't understand them running an offense. It's so basic.
If the if the fan at home is saying run pick and roll, run pick and pop, why don't they do it anyways? Jalen Brunson will bring the ball up. Shot clock is turned off. This is game 1, round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Knicks versus Pistons. Brunson double team. Brunson finds the lane and scores.
Hey, Brunson ISO.
Here we go. Final seconds. Harris at the horn. Shot is good with 0.2 seconds to go. And at the end of the half, it is 57-55 Knicks.
That is a killer, man.
You really wish they didn't give up that 3 right there.
That is a killer.
Okay,
I
hold on a
really
second.
wish they didn't give up that one.
That cannot happen. I'm
Jacob,
sorry.
I apologize.
That cannot happen.
No, it can't. Jacob, you mean to tell me that the Yankees blew the lead?
What?
Devin Williams blew the lead. Yes, they did.
No! I turned it off thinking it was over.
It's in extra innings now because Devin Williams happened. So
Oh, are you out of your mind?
yeah.
Williams is fucking ass.
He's been brutal.
He's so bad. What's going on?
I don't know.
He has been rough.
Oh my god. That's not even possible. They're up 8-4. And the Rays can't hit. They've got no good offensive players. How did they score 4 runs in an inning?
I would love to read a stat line.
That is just bananas, man. That is bananas. Right, what is this stat line?
I'm gonna. If he's bad every April, that's how he is. Well, Jacob is considered to be the best closer in the game, arguably.
Yeah, Williams, 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, a walk, and a 9 ERA. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Cabrera just struck out with the runners on the corners with 1 out, so it's 2 away now. I'm sorry if your closer blows that, then the Yankees deserve to lose.
Anyways, first one was an earned. Before we get back to that, I just want to recap the first half a little bit. So 57-55, box score. Just going to look at that real quick. Tobias Harris, the most unlikely of heroes, 22 points.
What?
7 of 10, 4 of 5 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line, 1 block, 3 rebounds. Although he's a -6 on the floor. Again, that's not. I don't think that's really because of him. To be fair, it's also It's considering who you're surrounded by. Because Eamon Thompson has a +6, but he's been barely of impact. He's been obviously on the floor defensively, and that's where he's made his impact. He does, as obviously we've seen, but that doesn't make any sense. Malik Beasley has 12 points off the bench. Really, no other Piston besides these two, Harris and Beasley, have beat us. Schroeder, 1 point. Cunningham, 3 of 10 with 6 points. He does have 6 assists, though, but I think that's more not disrespecting him. That's passes to Harris, and that's passes also to Malik Beasley. But for the Knicks, OG, 19 points, 6 of 11, 3 of 5 from downtown, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, +1 on the floor. Karl Anthony Towns, +9, 10 points. 0 of 1 from 3, but 4 of 6 from the field and 2 of 2 from the line. 6 rebounds and 2 assists for Towns, by the way. 10, 6, and 2. Brunson, 11 points. He's also 4 of 15, by the way. Not great. Josh Hart has not scored a single point either because he's been in foul trouble. And Mitchell Robinson has outscored Landry Shamet. How do you guys feel about that? 6 points to Landry Shamet's 2.
I mean, I'm not
And Landry
surprised.
Shamet played a ridiculous amount in the first quarter too.
Yeah, what's the explanation for that?
I don't know. I don't know if there is an explanation for that. I'm surprised Deuce hasn't scored as much. I mean, it's obviously on Payne and himself to obviously get himself involved, but he only has 1 shot attempt. You'd like to see that go up.
Brunson, 4 of 15.
That is correct. Yes.
15 shot attempts in the first.
That's not a healthy dose. And it's, to be fair, as Dylan was alluding to, it's mostly shots that he makes, but again, he's pressing and he's forcing it.
I mean, that's only excusable if it's just like if like Cat and Bridges and all that are like hurt and it's just a one-man show. But I'm sorry, as a point guard, you've got to distribute the ball, man. You've got to run.
I agree. I completely
You've got to set pick and rolls. You've got to get players involved in the offense. I'm very disappointed by that, man. I'm very disappointed.
I understand. It's a bit pedestrian. So,
well, on the bright side, they're still winning despite him struggling. So
yeah,
if he turns it around in the second half, then you can really pull away with something. But
yeah,
you got to get him going, and you got to stop Tobias Harris. Like, why is Tobias Harris out of all players cooking us? Why?
That's what I said. I said you also got to feed the hot hand. Feed Karl Anthony Towns. Feed OG Anunoby. But
absolutely, man.
Yep.
They didn't feed Cat enough. Cat was starting to cook.
Yeah. He was literally like facing double teams and he was shooting floaters over them.
Like, you can make the argument that Cat in one half has already done more than Julius Randle's entire playoff career as a Knick.
I mean, if we're being fair, but yeah. But I was going to say real quick, just in terms of the stats, real quick. Pistons shooting better than Knicks, 47.6% to 45.8%. I think that's largely in part due to some missed shots by Brunson. But regardless, again, I'm not trying to call him out, but it's fair is fair. Pistons, 9 of 18 from 3. That's got to fucking stop. 50%. 5 of 14 for the Knicks from 3. 35.7%. Arguably, they could take more threes, but again.
Sorry to interrupt, but Tampa just walked it off.
Oh, then we didn't deserve to win. You said it, Donald. We didn't deserve to win.
Walk-off 2-run home run. Jonathan Aranda.
Who the hell is that?
That's a great question.
Devin Williams, folks. But anyways, free throw percentage, 6 of 8 for the Pistons, 8 of 8 for the Knicks. Rebounds are equal, which I think is pretty key. 12 to 11 assist-wise, 6-3. Knicks are forcing some steals, 6-3, 4-3 blocks. Pistons have 11 turnovers. Knicks have 6. I'm surprised at how low the turnovers are in terms of the Knicks. I thought, as Dal alluded to in the pre-show, that the Pistons love getting on transition forcing. Fast break points. We obviously saw the Pistons are up 10-7 in that category. 26-20 the points in the paint in favor of the Knicks. And 2 technical fouls in terms of a 3-second violation in terms of the Pistons. Largest lead for the Knicks has been 7, Pistons 4. Just wanted to go over that. Yeah, well, on to tomorrow for the Yankees on Easter. But if you guys obviously haven't seen, the Denver Nuggets did beat the Clippers in overtime. Let me see if I can pull something up here. Hold on. Am I lagging?
No.
Nah, you're good, man.
I thought I was for a second. I swear I thought I was. I panicked for like a second. I was like, oh my God. Well, that's right. The Pacers played today. They ass whooped the Bucks. I forgot.
Yeah, that game needs to be on like Tubi or something.
Tubi, Pluto TV.
Roku TV.
Nobody's watching that series. Let's
NBA
call it.
TV ain't even good enough for that series, man.
Unless you're a Bucks fan or unless you're a Pacers fan, you're not watching that series. That's the same series from last year. It's gonna be the same outcome. The Pacers are gonna advance, and so on and so forth. And then somehow the Bucks will keep Doc Rivers just because. Be the weirdest shit ever.
Pretty much.
I'm curious to see. Also, as well, I'm curious to see those reactions to the Yankee loss.
That's terrible. Devin Williams just completely fell apart again. Like, I don't understand.
Donald, are you sure we traded for Devin Williams and we didn't get the second coming of Clay Holmes?
Bro, I think he's worse than Clay Holmes. He's pitching worse.
And we traded Nestor Cortez, whose final moment as a Yankee was giving up a bomb to fucking Freddie Freeman.
Fuck.
I don't want to remember that, but that's just what it is. And if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Williams is a free agent at the end of the season.
Good. Keep him there.
I believe so.
Bellinger with a 175 batting average?
Oof.
Worse?
I expected better out of him. Again, I thought Goldschmidt would be the one to disappoint. Apparently, that's not even the case right now.
Not at all, man. He's been like 380 or something.
Yep. Williams is a free agent next year. Bro has the chance to turn into Ed Whitson. That's not a very good. That's not a good comparison for the younger Yankee fans.
Anyway, back to the Knicks.
Yeah, of course.
Right. What's the key? What's the key to the second half?
Brunson, stop pressing. Defend the three ball. And stop. If you stop Malik Beasley and Tobias Harris, then the game. I don't want to say the game's over, but essentially, you can run away with it a little bit.
Yep.
But Brunson has to stop pressing.
I completely agree. He needs to stop pressing. He needs to make his shots and guard the freaking three-pointer. Because, my goodness, I'm sick of watching Tobias Harris drill threes in our face. 4 for 5 from 3, like, come on.
First half.
I hope it's one of those
That's
phantom
ridiculous.
first halves, but I could be wrong.
It is absolutely
Malik Beasley and Harris both have 4 threes each. They are literally the only ones shooting the ball. I don't understand why you can't stop them.
Again, just don't force it. Do not force the issue. And also, folks, more double big. More double big. Especially OG and Mitch together. That's when the defense plays on a string.
They just need to guard the 3. I mean, for some reason, that lineup was still struggling to guard 3. So, I don't know.
should be a few more seconds or a few more minutes till we get back to action. Again, I remind everybody, hit the like button, subscribe as well. Turn on the notification bell so you know whenever I go live or I drop a new video. Also, as well, sub to these great people, Donald and Dylan, in the chat. If I haven't put Pinstripe Chronicles, I will put it in the chat. But I do have Donald's X link, and I do have Dylan's X link in the description, and also Fireside Knicks' YouTube channel. So let's keep it real, folks. Let's support one another. We're also trying to get to 100 subscribers. First of hopefully many milestones on this channel. Let's see. All right, looks like my screen's getting back to action. All right, we do get a comment here. Aiden says, let's go Knicks. What's up, Aiden? Hope all is well. If you're new here, please hit that sub button.
What's up, Aiden?
I did put the Chronicles link in the chat. So let's see what adjustments and all that sort of stuff the Knicks can come up with. As we get laid out points, defend the three ball. And I'm pretty sure the Knicks are getting the inbound. They are, because the Pistons received first possession in the first quarter. Had to get my words out, folks.
All right, let's have a good half, shall we?
Yes, good half, folks. All right. Jalen Brunson gets the inbound, and as we start the third quarter, the Knicks are up 57-55.
Very lucky to be up.
Bridges has the ball right around the logo, looking. Bridges feeds Brunson. Brunson, three-pointers up. Three-pointers good. Jalen Brunson from downtown.
Well, that's one way to get yourself going.
All right.
Cunningham with a screen to the left. They play high. Cunningham looks, finds Duren. Kicks back out to Hardaway. Hardaway drives the mid-range. Tough contested jumper is good. Brunson feeds Bridges. Bridges defended by Hardaway. They're going to try to get OG off a screen. They do. Anunoby against Cunningham. Anunoby had a hot first half. Anunoby spin, fire, and hit. OG Anunoby.
You there, OG?
Cunningham.
How you doing, brother?
At the MSG logo. Right around the Knicks logo now. Shifts. Let's see if they switch it. They do. Cunningham contested three. Air ball. Rebound by Duren. Kicks out to Hardaway. Hardaway three. Shot is good from long range. The Pistons will not go away. Anunoby, open three. Shot's no good. Rebound, Asar Thompson. Thompson goes left. Thompson against Brunson inside. Shot is good. Actually, a foul there on Karl Anthony Towns. Okay. Duren at the free throw line. Misses the first. .9% free throw shooter this season for Duren. One of the more up-and-coming centers as he knocks down the free throw. It's 62-61 New York. Brunson has it. Looking. Gives the ball to Josh Hart. Josh Hart looking. Finds Karl Anthony Towns. Towns getting pushed way out to almost half court. Towns looks, finds Brunson. Brunson, three-pointers up. Three-pointers no good. Rebound Tobias Harris. Harris against OG Anunoby. OG playing physical. Harris driving in the lane. Driving, looks, kicks out to Cunningham. Cunningham fakes. Cunningham inside. Shot is blocked out of bounds.
What a
Josh
block
Hart
by
with the
Hart.
rejection.
There we go. Good to see Josh Hart involved.
Off the inbound, Hardaway inside. Kick stolen. Oh, and they call a foul. It could have been a steal by Brunson. Looks like they called a foul on Towns. So a fresh 14 here for Detroit. Looking, finds Harris, now to Cunningham. Cunningham versus Bridges. They get Hardaway off the screen. Hardaway drives the basket inside. Shot is good and the foul.
Damn, 10 seconds behind you. What's going on? How does it... Weird. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, that's a foul.
The Knicks' screen navigation is so poor on so many levels. This isn't even just a this year issue. This has been in years past too. Josh Hart will bring up the ball at 64-62 Detroit.
Not a smart foul.
Towns has it. He's up against Harris. Towns backing him down, backing him down, backing him down. Towns turns, fires, hits the turnaround straightaway. Bro pulled a Dirk Nowitzki on him.
There we go. I'm going to say it again. Get the ball.
Tompkins spins inside and scores. Great spin there by Thompson.
Got ourselves a game.
Anunoby feeds Towns. Towns driving the basket, kicks out to Hart. Hart, and it'll be Knicks basketball. Just a little deflection out of bounds.
That is an insane spin move, though, by Thompson. Who's going back.
So wicked. Anunoby inside ties the game off the cut. Harris has it against Bridges. Harris backing him down, backing him down. Harris turns, kicks out to Cunningham. Cunningham inside. Thompson looks. Thompson blocked out of bounds. I think that was Mikal Bridges with the block that time. Duran gets the inbound, 9 to shoot. Duran one-on-one, looking for a man. Still trying. Now he's posting up. Towns turns, fires, hits. Jalen Duran with the bucket. Hart looking, finds Towns. Towns driving on Harris. Towns stops. Wow, what a pass that time. Anunoby for three. Shots no good. Rebound Cunningham. That pass was completely by accident. Cunningham onto the floor inside, lays it in. And the Knicks will call timeout.
The defense has been horrific in this half. I mean, terrible.
It's so bad.
Now,
okay, I'm just at halftime. I'm just at the timeout now.
All right.
So I'm about what, 10 seconds behind you?
Hopefully it's less, but you know why I said series is going to end in 6 rather than 5 or 4. Now you know.
I said 6.
Yeah, I said 6 too.
As I say, the Pistons are not a good matchup for us because they do a lot of the things that we don't do well. Cat, as much as I love him on the offensive end, dude's not a good defensive center.
Oh, I think everybody knows that. I thought he could have put up a better contest on Cunningham.
He did the Olay. He was just like, no, I'm just letting you pass, bro. Well, to be fair, he did have 3 personal fouls.
That's true. That's why he was doing that. And let's continue the effort to feed Cat the ball because
they need to feed him on the offensive end. They still don't really want to do it. What a waste, because he is up for it. You can see.
Yeah, he's up to the challenge.
He wants it. He's got it in his eyes. I don't understand why the coach is not like, want to ride the hot hand,
He never does that.
Ride the energy.
Yeah. I mean, Towns in the post, at worst, you get a double team, then you have somebody out on the perimeter open, and then you go open threes.
How many times has Brunson fed Cat in this game?
Not a lot.
Like once, maybe?
I don't even
know. In the offseason, the two of them need to work on their game together. They really need to do that.
I mean, in fair, I completely agree. They also need a coach who maximizes the both of them together as a two-man game
as well.
Because there's not enough pick and pops. There's not enough pick and rolls being ran, at least.
Mm-hmm. That's usually a staple with the Thibodeau offense. It's always just usually ISO and pick and roll. That's all he usually does. But now it's just ISO.
Yeah, it's just I don't get it. I mean, I get Towns driving to the basket. Obviously, Towns is a mammoth driving to the basket. You obviously want that, but it's like I just don't think they're putting him in enough position to succeed. I'm not making excuses for him. It's just the truth. He's not being fed enough. He's not being put to the 3-point line enough.
It's true. And you're right. I mean, his bag is at the top of the key, knocking down that 3-point shot, and he has not been found there at all.
And are we even setting screens to get him open?
Nothing at all. It's really weird. Imagine having a superstar, which he is, who's going to be all NBA, and they're basically refusing to get him the ball. It's so weird. I don't understand what's going on with that.
Brunson brings it up. They feed it to Bridges. Bridges gets a screen from Hart. Bridges has to back away for a second. Now they're running the high screen. Bridges drives inside, shots blocked, and it is Knicks Pistons basketball. Excuse me. Now the Pistons get quickly inbound the ball. Cunningham hands off to Asar. Back out to Duran. Cunningham now with the handoff. Cunningham drives the paint. Alley-oop to Duran.
Defense continues to be a problem. I don't know why we didn't get the Mitch and Cat lineup again. Why are we not seeing that out of the timeout?
Yeah,
they're killing them inside now, so I don't understand.
And that
makes no sense to me.
Bridges has got to be stronger to finish at the rim, man. He's so afraid of contact. It's not even funny.
Anunoby looking for an inbound. He finds Karl Anthony Towns. Towns feeds to Brunson. Brunson gets Hart in the screen action. Brunson one-on-one. Brunson dribbles, driving on Thompson, turns, fires, and hits. Jalen Brunson with a pullback.
They're going to need Brunson to really just take over at this point.
Well, it's the only offense, man. It's weird.
They're going to need him to just take over.
It's not like he's going to feed anybody the ball anyway, so we do need him to take the game over. Let's see.
I don't get this live and die offense with Brunson. I mean, I love him to death, but you have two superstars for a reason. Use both of them.
Right, exactly.
Hardaway has the ball. Now gives off to Duran. Duran hands off to Cunningham. Looking. Cunningham feeds inside to Thompson. Blocked by Towns. Great play there. Here comes Brunson. Brunson in the floor. Gives back to Hart. Hart inside. Gets it to go.
Finally turning defense into offense. That is what it's going to take to get back in this game and win it.
Crowd chants the defense. Thompson has it. Thompson hands off to Duran. They're trying to set a couple connect screens to get Cunningham free. They give it to Harris. Harris versus Bridges. Harris, couple of jab steps, backing him down. Harris turns, fires, and air ball. Rebound, Josh Hart.
Great defense by Bridges. Great defense.
Hart in transition, inside, kicks to Towns. Inside, scores, tied game.
Good pass. Good pass by Hart. And they finally started to play defense. And that's what really set the tone there.
Timeout,
Bridges
Detroit.
played fantastic defense on Harris.
You're right, man.
He played fantastic defense on Harris in that baseline right there.
That was
then
literally
getting the fast
textbook
break.
defense.
This is where they really got to just keep it going and kick it into high gear. You gave the
That was-
Pistons a vote of confidence. Now show them why we're better.
Yeah, that was textbook defense from Bridges, man.
Somebody tweeted about 17 minutes ago begging the Knicks to run, pick, and pop with Cat.
I moved my stream to ESPN to see if I've already gained a couple seconds. So
Gotcha.
for some reason, MSG is behind me. That's weird. Oh, now I got Knicks City dancers. This night's gone better.
And then tonight, after this game, it is Lakers, Timberwolves, Doncic,
That
and
should be an
LeBron.
exciting one.
Let's go Doncic, baby.
Did you guys see Nico Harrison's comments?
That dude's a war criminal.
He said he does not regret the trade in Doncic.
Yeah, I saw that. I wrote an article on that, and I said, yeah, Harrison says that he doesn't regret the trade, and he said it with a straight face.
How could you? How could you say that with a straight face, trading an all-time superstar? And they got their asses handed to them by the Memphis Grizzlies.
Dude's a war criminal, man. It is the worst trade in NBA history.
It is quite possibly the worst trade in NBA history.
It is. I'm insulted, and I don't even like the Mavericks. That's how offended I am by that trade. I'm offended. As a basketball fan, I'm offended by it.
If I'm a Mavericks fan, I don't even go to games. Like, why? Like, I get Kyrie Irving's there and all that. He's going to have to recover from a torn ACL, but there's no Doncic. You got Anthony Davis. And I'm not saying he's a scrub, but how often is he on the floor?
He's good, but you couldn't. They sacrificed their future. You don't trade someone who's healthy and 6 years younger for someone who's injured all the time and 30 plus. You've now taken 6 years off your future right there.
Yeah.
That's a weird one.
Donald, I got to ask you, do we have to have Susie Green yell at the Knicks? I think that would be a great
just freaking just screaming abuse at them. You
Russell Wilson is at the game, Giants quarterback.
Hey.
Anyways, we're back into it, folks. Dennis Schroeder will bring up the ball.
Oh shit! Is there a Knicks viewing party? Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is. It's outside the arena, 33rd Street. Cunningham versus Anunoby. Cunningham into the paint. Cunningham turns, fires, hits somehow, and the foul.
Oh, I love that. I love that, bro. You don't even necessarily need to spend $300. You could just go and watch the because that'll be a fun party.
Absolutely. Again, I ask, where's this double big lineup?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why we haven't seen that yet, personally.
working.
It was. Because now
I'm so disappointed with Thibodeau, man. I feel let down by him. I always defend him, but he keeps letting me down.
75-72, Pistons up by 3. Brunson will bring it to the half court. Brunson 1-on-1, gets a screen from Josh Hart, switched on to Tim Hardaway Jr. Looking, finds Towns. Towns in the corner, fakes, drives on Stewart, backing him down. Stewart not giving up, but is a foul's called on Stewart.
And you know what? That's what you gotta do. You just match their intensity and their physicality. That's all you gotta do. You gotta match it.
Off the inbound, Brunson looking. Finds Josh Hart, hands to Brunson. Brunson versus Beasley. 11 to shoot. Brunson drives into the paint. Brunson stops, step back. 2-pointer is good. That's where Brunson
He's starting to find it. He's starting to find it.
Schroeder defended by Hart. Schroeder looking for a pass. Great defense by Anunoby. Set into a screen. Cunningham versus Anunoby. Dips to, and a kickball. So I thought it was a steal for Towns for at the moment, but it was a kickball. And no foul called. There is Anunoby went down on a screen. Hardaway knocks down a 3.
Oh, my God.
The open threes again.
It's so frustrating.
It is. It is very frustrating. Brunson hands to Anunoby. Hands to Towns. Not really much of an offense going here. 5 seconds to shoot. There is literally nothing happening. Towns inside, gets it to go somehow. That was a miracle of an offensive possession if I've ever seen one. Cunningham inside. Nobody was there defensively.
He just split right through the whole defense.
Brunson, 1-on-1. Brunson driving in the paint. Brunson is... Ball's deflected out of bounds. It'll be Knick basketball. There is... I talked about this. There is no structure offensively. Here comes Mitch.
I think that last possession where everybody just... You could have literally driven a freaking meat truck right through the middle of the court there, and they left them.
Brunson looking, finds Anunoby. Anunoby fakes, 1-on-1, 8 seconds to shoot. Anunoby driving to the paint inside. Shot's no good, deflected out of bounds, and it will be Piston basketball. There is no structure with this offense. I've talked about it pretty much the second half of the season.
They took Cat off the floor. Why don't you just go with double big?
Cunningham had, what was that? Mitchell Robinson comes to the rebound. Anunoby went for the steal, and he gambled badly, but the Knicks were lucky. Bridges has it. Bridges finds Mitchell Robinson. Back to Bridges. Bridges drives into the paint. Bridges inside. Shots no good. Rebound Stewart. Here come the Pistons in transition. That's an easy bucket. And Hardaway is hurt. He is face down in the stands right now.
Come on, Bridges. That's such an ass shot.
I'm surprised they didn't call a foul on that if they did. JB
Yeah, he got hurt bad right there. Harris is raging. That was such a weak attempt from Bridges, man. I don't understand why he can't go
to the rack.
Take it hard to the rack. He's just terrified of contact. And that suits the Pistons because, as I say, the Pistons are excellent in transition. And that's why I really want an offensive rebounder in there beside Cat. have a double big,
Yeah.
stop.
Deuce drives inside. Mitchell Robinson takes it, and it's stolen by Beasley. There was no foul on the play. Here comes Cade. Cade into the basket inside. Shots blocked by Robinson, taken by Bridges. Mitchell Robinson.
Good job, Mitch.
With the wall. Brunson inside, and he misses that. Put back by Mitch over Stewart, but they call a foul before the shot. Looks like Hardaway tried to draw a charge with Brunson coming on in.
I thought Brunson got hurt for a sec. He seemed to tweak his ankle.
Yeah, it did.
I think he's all right though.
Yeah, it
doesn't look nearly as bad as when he hurt it a month or two ago. So I think he'll be fine.
Let's hope it was
he stepped on his foot.
Yeah, let's hope it was Schroeder not trying to pull a Jaime Jaquez. Brunson at the free throw line for 2.
I think it was just they bumped knees. I think
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Brunson knocks down the first free throw.
It looked like he was grabbing his foot. Not gonna lie, but I mean I don't know. He seems fine.
In the 2024 playoffs, Brunson tied Michael Jordan and Bernard King for second longest streak of 40-plus point games with 4, who was the only player with a longer streak. Oof. Second free throw is up, and it's good. Knicks within 2. Now the time to lock down.
Jade Cunningham on the bench. This is where you really got to take advantage.
Absolutely. Hardaway, defended by Brunson. Beasley comes off the screen. Knicks play it high. Hardaway, Beasley actually misses the shot. Way highly contested. Great defense by Mitch. Here come the Knicks in transition. Bridges looking for a man. He finds Brunson, defended by Schroeder. Brunson, jab step. Now he's going to try to post him up from mid-range. Brunson looking. 9 to shoot. Brunson looking. Fires. Blocked by Schroeder. That wasn't even a possession
What was
there.
that?
Beasley inside scores.
That was truly an awful shot by Brunson. I mean, awful shot.
I don't know what Brunson's doing in this game, man.
Brunson drives left. Brunson inside. Looks. Kicks to OG. OG drives inside. Shots blocked. Taken by OG. Kicks. And it's a stolen pass by Schroeder. Here come the Pistons. Kicks out to the corner. Beasley for 3. Knocks it down. Timeout, Knicks.
I'm sorry. The Knicks have been so disappointing in this game.
They do not deserve to win this game at all.
No,
Both
they don't.
sides of the ball have been sloppy.
There is no. I don't know how many.
There's
times,
no cohesion.
No.
No cohesion at all.
Too much rigid bullshit.
Yeah.
There's no structure. There's no fluidity. And the Pistons are only capitalizing that because some of these plays, they're jumping every pass. I've talked about this endlessly, and I don't want to keep repeating myself, but still.
Yeah, that last possession from Brunson, man, that just sums up the problem there. Why was he trying to? He's like 5'11". Why is he trying to post up somebody who's like 6 foot something? It was
And
always going to be a block.
And Schroeder's exactly. Schroeder's known to be a good defender as well.
It was always going to be a block. Weird.
And it's also that the rest of his teammates were standing stationary. Like,
Yeah,
waiting.
why is he not like looking for better pass? But I mean, I think this is mostly on Tibbs, man, because Tibbs took out Cat to put in Mitch when they both needed to be on together.
And a turnover. think they called a foul on Deuce McBride.
Malik Beasley, 17 points, 6 of 12, 5 of 8 from 3. Malik Beasley, he always kills the Knicks.
Brutal third quarter right now. Brutal.
Oh, this is unwatchable. It's nigh on
Schroeder
unwatchable.
pulls up and knocks down the mid-range jumper. The lead has ballooned to 9.
Nigh on unwatchable.
What is this?
What is Bridges' numbers?
And Brunson just rolled to the ground, is in pain. Josh Hart knocks down a 3.
Well, that's good.
Brunson is hobbling. Schroeder, one-on-one. Going to take advantage, knocks down the 3. He takes advantage of the hobble defender. Knicks not communicating on screens.
What happened to Brunson? What's going on with Brunson, man?
Brunson is fouled. Jalen Duren will check in for Isaiah Stewart.
Brunson's hobbling. Every time he keeps limping.
Brunson looking. Finds Bridges. Bridges fakes. Hands to Robinson. Back to Bridges. Bridges in the mid-range kicks back to Hart. Hart drives to the paint inside. Loses the ball out of bounds, but it's still Nick Ball.
Oh, this is ugly, man. Hart's had a bad game. Bridges has been awful.
This is bad.
The Knicks are setting one screen or having one action, and that's it. There's no secondary action. Brunson drives, pulls up, and is blocked, but a foul. They don't have a counter. They do not have a fucking counter.
Come on, Tibbs. Just you got to be better than this, man.
Like, I don't want to be like a jerk, but it's like he's almost not better than this. It's like he's been living and dying off of this for the past 3 years.
For those watching, please sub up to my man Luca here.
Yes, as
he
well.
ain't gonna get a better channel for knowledge. Lots of Knicks streams, lots of Knicks analysis. This is the place to be. It's a growing channel.
Also, sub up to Fireside Knicks. Put their link in the description. Pinstripe Chronicles, put their link in the description. I should say, put their link in the chat, actually, as well.
If you guys want to check out my Dylan, Luca, we did a really good preview of this series a couple of nights ago, so we want to check that out after this game.
Yeah, Wednesday night was a lot of fun. Highlight our key concerns, some signs for optimism. Not much right now. 90-83, Cunningham versus OG Anunoby.
So far, all our concerns have come to roost.
Yeah. Hardaway drives in on Anunoby, and Hardaway is fouled. He hits the floor hard. This is like Murphy's Law almost. What can go wrong has gone wrong.
Well, they deserve it. Frankly, they deserve it. Detroit wanted more. They're more cohesive.
And it's like with some of these lineups, as OG got hit in the mouth, but he was also playing defense with his face. It's like with some of these lineups being thrown out there, it's like template. It's very template.
Yeah. Template coaching.
Like I talked about adjustments in game. That's not happening. I don't know, man. Hardaway at the free throw line. He knocked down the second. He missed the first.
Mikal Bridges, 6 points in 27 minutes.
I'd love to know how many shots he's even got up. Probably nothing. Hart looking, finds Anunoby. Anunoby at the horn. No. 91-83 as we exit the third quarter.
There's a reason why I strongly dislike Bridges.
He's very finesse.
He's so soft. Finesse, he's soft. He's soft. He's soft as wet wipes.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to put on my jersey, see if that changes anything.
6 points from Mikal Bridges.
We
man.
need the
And
momentum
Dylan,
shift.
he was your key to the game.
Yeah, and look what's happening as a result of him not being really active at all. Down by 8.
No. And
So,
my X factor, Josh Hart, has been worse.
yeah, it's been dreadful. And really both sides of the ball, they've looked terrible. I mean,
Just
not
McBride,
communicating at
obviously,
all.
both of our guys, both of us wanted him to get plenty of minutes. A donut in 12 minutes. Makes sense of this. Landry Shamet played 10 minutes in the first half, and we've not seen him since.
Yeah, he was terrible in those 10 minutes. I hope we don't see him again.
Cam Payne lit up 5 minutes, and we've not seen him since. He played 5 minutes, played good defense. Never saw him since.
Nope.
I don't understand, how. I don't understand what the coaching is. Bridges is so soft, man. 6 points, 2 assists. As your starting 2 guard.
Frustrating.
I would trade him so fast, honestly.
And can we start the fourth quarter with the double big lineup? I feel like we've been saying this over and over and over. Mercilessly being trounced in the paint. Nope, we're just going to keep the same starters out there because Mitch is not ready to come in yet per the lineup card. It's really a lineup card. Okay, Mitch will come in at this time in the fourth. Mitch and Towns will play at this time in the fourth quarter. It's nonsensical. And I'm not saying that the players are absolved of blame. Josh Hart's not had a great game. Mikal Bridges has been awful.
So bad.
Landry Shamet's been awful. I mean, we really haven't seen much of the bench, to be fair. But, we're being rigid for the wrong reasons. We're sticking with what's not working instead of sticking with what's working. That's reverse psychology.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because our best minutes were with Mitch and Kat on the floor.
And then you had Kat, and the best minutes also was with Kat, posting and toasting.
Right.
Where's the pick and pops? Again, no creativity. There's no structure. It's so this stuff is so basic. Anyway,
And the thing is, the Pistons are not doing anything special. A lot of it is transition. A lot of it is just out hustling.
yeah. Well,
You need to wake up in this fourth quarter. You need to wake up.
Looks like the Pistons just got a 5-second violation, so the Knicks will get the ball. OG Anunoby has it, looking for a man, finds Karl Anthony Towns defended by Cade Cunningham now. Towns taking the paint. Towns inside. Gets it to go. Karl Anthony Towns still cooking.
You need to wake up.
There you go. Surprise, surprise. Get one of
Schroeder
your best
defended by
players the
Cam
ball. That's a shock.
Cunningham defended by Anunoby. Beasley coming over. Cunningham still looking, gets a screen. They're playing it high. Gives to Duren. Duren looks inside to Thompson. Thompson looking. Final seconds. They forced a shot clock violation.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And you don't foul him right there either. That was good defense. I need more of that.
Ride this momentum.
Much better.
Hart gives to McBride. He'll bring it up. McBride nearly lost the handle. Drives to the paint.
Much better.
Reverts. Goes back to Towns. Towns. 3-pointers up. 3-pointers good from Towns.
Give Cat the ball. Give him the ball.
Give Cat the ball. Give Cat the ball.
Schroeder against McBride. Guard and crowd on their feet. Schroeder stops. Fires. In and out. Rebound taken. Swatted. Duren has it. Duren in the corner. Looking for a man. He finds Cade. That should be an offensive foul, but it's not. Finds Duren. Duren inside to Thompson. He's fouled and gets the N1. Silly foul by Josh Hart.
Oh, fuck. Josh Hart is having a nightmare of a game.
No, I'm sorry. That was Deuce. My fault. That was Deuce. $93-88.
This is another one that's had a nightmare of a game.
Thompson nails the free throws, 94-88. Knicks down by 6. And a blocking foul is called on Thompson.
Mm-hmm. Nightmare of a matchup, this team.
Deuce McBride will bring it up after the foul. Hands to Cameron Payne. Payne driving. Loses the ball. Stolen, and it's going to be an easy Pistons dunk. Oh, we missed it. Never mind. Deuce McBride brings it up. Here comes Hart. Hart drives. Hart loses the ball like a fucking idiot.
Like a fucking idiot.
Inside top. What?
Say it with your chest, brother. What a mess.
No.
Cameron Payne. Screen. Payne drives. Payne inside. Floater is good.
Oh, my God. Josh Hart, what are you doing, brother?
But Tibbs is going to keep playing him. Tibbs is going to keep playing him. Cade nearly loses the ball, but a foul is called on Payne. Again, Josh Hart can fuck up all he wants. He's still going to get floor time.
Where's Mitchell Robinson?
MIA. Cunningham has it against OG Anunoby. Screen from Stewart. To the right. Cunningham goes left. They play it high. Gives to Stewart. Stewart inside. Pass deflected. Right up against him. Beasley. High arcing 3-pointer. No good. Rebound Josh Hart. Hart gives to Anunoby. Anunoby to Deuce. Deuce corner 3. Air ball. Rebounded by
Get him off the fucking court. He's having a horrible game. 2 air balls already.
Schroeder. Taking it to Towns, and he goes right to the hoop. Towns didn't even try, basically, on that attempt.
Is Towns trying to play defense? Like, for real, for real? Like, what is going on?
Payne goes to the right. Payne inside. Shot is good. And the foul.
They needed that one.
Campaign is starting to heat up with 2 floaters off the glass. Now he'll try.
Dare I say, keep him in for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
to be honest, his minutes have been far better than Brunson's. And I'm obviously, I love Brunson, but he's
and Donald and
Sure.
Deuce. And Deuce's minutes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
argued that Payne's minutes have been among the best in the game so far.
So Campaign at the free throw line. Deuce checks out. Brunson checks back in.
Good get Deuce. off.
Payne knocks down the free throw. It's a 5-point game.
Get him far away.
Folks, Isaiah Stewart also has
This
5
game is
personal
still
fouls.
within reach, man. This game is within reach.
Isn't that crazy? It's been so bad. Especially
Cunningham,
the second half. The second half has been
doubled, stripped, and out of bounds. It'll be Pistons basketball. They have 9 to shoot.
I'm loving OG's energy, though. I'm loving OG's energy.
Bro, he's been
He's
beautiful.
playing like he really he's playing like he really wants to stop these guys.
Him, Cat, and Payne are just like
Beasley
trying really hard.
misses, and it is Knicks basketball. Looks like a Knick got flipped over that screen. I'm surprised it wasn't a legal screen, but they didn't call it.
There's still plenty of time in this game, but you have to get stops and you got to score the ball. I know it sounds simple, but apparently that's been rocket science for these guys.
It's a rather complex theory, Dylan, according to the Knicks.
It's a complex theory.
Josh Hart gets a screen from Brunson, gives back to Brunson. Look at this. They're standing there. They're standing in the corners. There's nothing happening. Brunson 1-on-1 versus Harris. Brunson drives. Brunson inside. Shot is good.
It's just ISO.
It's a good shot by Brunson.
The only way we can score.
Brunson 24 points. Schroeder across the screens. Schroeder into the paint. Schroeder inside. Shots no good. Tip up, and it'll be Pistons ball. And Tibbs might want to challenge that.
Defense is looking a lot better, though. I must say that right now. Defense is looking a lot better.
14 to shoot. Schroeder looks. Finds Duran. Duran all the way behind the three-point line looking for a handoff. He finds Schroeder. Schroeder drives into the paint. Pull-up mid-range jumper this time. No good. Rebounded by Duran. Duran kicks out of Beasley. Beasley contested three-pointer. No good. Rebound Towns. Here come the Knicks. Towns from the logo. No. Rebound Hart. Back out Payne. Payne three-pointer. Bang! Cameron Payne ties the game. 98.
Cameron Payne.
Home run.
Holy.
Campaign
Keep him in.
earns
Keep him
bang.
in. Keep McHale off the floor and keep Cameron Payne in the game. Keep McHale off the floor and keep Cameron Payne in.
Absolutely.
I told you, folks, he can either be really cold or really hot. Looks like we're getting the latter right now. And this dude's
Keep him in right now.
Absolutely. Keep him in. Do not sit him.
If
Keep
they
him
sit him, I'm turning this fucking thing off. Honestly.
And folks, Donald's not a big fan of Payne. Let's be fair.
No, it's just I'm infuriated that Thibodeau is not running the hot hand.
They created their own offense in transition. Again, even like the underrated aspect of Payne, besides shooting, is his defense. It's his defense that is also helping fuel this run.
This fast 24-hour allergy relief with 0% brain interference. It's a no-brainer.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Cameron Payne's giving them the energy that they did not have through the first 3.5 quarters.
I am definitely I am so disappointed in Deuce McBride, but credit to Campaign though. I was shitting on him in the first half.
I wasn't even sure if Campaign was going to get minutes this postseason, but he's been the spark.
No, he's been good. But he's very inconsistent.
He is.
But we got to ride the hot hand because he looks like
But,
he wants
when the rest of the team is playing inconsistent and you need someone to just step up, he's come through. So
That's what I'm saying. Ride the hot hand. He wants this.
Deuce has been terrible. Bridges has been terrible. Keep Cameron Payne in at this point. And the defense and the energy just looks on point when he's been on the floor tonight. Even in the first half, his minutes were good.
That's right. He's been by far one of our best players.
He's got it going tonight. You got to keep that going.
Well, here's the test. How long is Thibodeau going to stick with him? before he goes back to his tried and true.
I personally, I think you stick with him the rest of the game. But if he starts to struggle, then of course that you got to make a decision there.
Oh,
But
listen, Dylan, you're absolutely right. I think Donald was more so saying, and this is sadly true. When is he going to go back to the bench?
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Because Tibbs,
no, yeah,
has that
definitely.
template coaching mindset. We're like, okay,
Well,
now,
all right then. If we're gonna run into that assumption, who we putting in, Deuce or Bridges?
oh
It's gonna be
god,
Bridges because he's obsessed with him.
it's going to be Bridges. It's going to be Bridges.
Bridges.
It probably will be, but I mean, I wouldn't even say it's a guarantee personally. But who knows? We'll see
I
what
agree
happens.
with I agree with you in somewhat because there's been games where he's not even close this year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think we can just assume he's gonna throw Bridges back in because there's been times he sat him entire fourth quarters. So
All right.
Well,
we'll see what
Thibodeau is
happens
the
though. But right
master
now, you gotta just keep
template
riding the
coaching.
hot hand.
Plus 14 campaign is 2 of 3 from 3, 4 or 5 from the field, 11 points off the bench.
The master of template coaching.
Yes, unfortunately.
Keep the run going. You have the crowd behind you. Keep this run going.
JB Bickerstaff is wiping himself with a towel because he's sweating. Cade Cunningham will bring it up.
Wow.
Cunningham looking, gets a screen to the right. They play it high. Gives to Hardaway. Hardaway pulls up in the mid-range this time. No good. Rebound Duran. Kicks out to Beasley. Back to Cunningham. Hardaway, a three-pointer's up. It's no good. Taken by OG.
Good. Get some freaking rebounds. Come on.
98-98. Brunson drives in the paint. Brunson inside. Count it in the basket.
Jalen Brunson. What a shot. What a shot.
Let's go. Oh.
Keep
That
this
first
run
step-
going. You have all the momentum right now. You have all the momentum. Keep it going.
That first step to get past Harris was just wicked, man.
Brunson misses the free throw. Rebound Cunningham.
Oh, come on, man. After all that work.
Cunningham against Anunoby. Screen set, double screen set. Cunningham drives inside, kicks to Duran. Duran inside. Shots no good. Rebound Towns. Good
There we
defense
go.
there.
Great job, Towns. Look at battling it down low. That's what I want to see.
Brunson's going to ISO against Harris.
Well,
Brunson.
of course he is.
Brunson drives left.
That's what
Brunson
the fuck
fakes,
is he,
couples.
though?
Back out to Payne. Payne looking. Step back three-pointer. Bang! Campaign is on
Oh my
fire!
God! No way!
You have to keep him in the rest of the game. Keep him in the rest of the game. He is on
That's
fire.
insane! Are you kidding
Cunningham
me?
driving on Anunoby. Anunoby giving him a tough time. Backing in. Inside deflected. And out of bounds. If Josh Hart just held on to it, it would have been Nick's ball. But great defense by OG
One hell of a
Anunoby
run
down
right now.
low.
Keep it going. Cameron Payne has
Look at
brought
a
energy.
13-0 run, man.
Cameron Payne. What a
He's-
fourth quarter he
Bro,
is
look at
having.
fucking
That was a
eyebrows.
bailout shot if I
Bro,
ever saw one.
Bro is locked in. Bro, look at his eyebrows. He's super locked into this shit.
That's what
103
I'm saying. I saw it in the first quarter. I was like, he wants this game.
103.98.
Electric.
So apparently somebody spilled their beer, so that was the quick delay.
No wonder. It'll be mayhem at the Garden. Mayhem.
This is electric. Come on. Come on.
Keep this momentum alive.
You notice Brunson changed his sneakers?
He did?
He did.
The Garden,
Brunson changed his
those green
sneakers.
ones were not working for him.
No, but ever since he changed them, he's hooping.
Yeah, he's
I guess.
The Grinches weren't working. The Grinches weren't working, man.
98-103, and they still have not mopped up the beer stain yet. Now they have. Thank God. Jesus.
Look at all the Knicks alumni, man. Bernard King, John Stark, Stephon Marbury, Q
Looking
Rich.
for an inbound, stolen by Towns. Here comes Hart in transition into
Cat,
Brunson
baby!
inside. He scores.
What
Knicks up
a
7.
run! It's a
Timeout.
15-0 run right now.
15-0 run, baby!
Great play by
This
Towns.
is what we were looking for all along.
15-0 run in 3 minutes.
What a run
Cat
they're on.
wants this game, bro.
Keep it going.
Cat
Keep it
wants
going.
this game. Really proud of Cat, man.
I'm proud of Campaign. He's like you saw if you didn't see on that inbound how he's battling Harris, he was pushing Harris almost out of bounds. That dude was physical.
You're right, man. Campaign has been something else in this game.
Unbelievable.
Let's absolute go.
Keep. Oh,
This is one crazy quarter.
I have to stop the screen for a second. This is the epitome of Campaign right now. Hold on. Hold the phone. This.
Down.
That we got to keep.
Going to Aiden in the chat. We got to keep this momentum. Yes, let's go, Aiden. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you.
Cameron Payne has really brought some crazy energy, though. I mean, I'm blown away.
I'm
blown
away.
away.
Too.
I wasn't even expecting him to log minutes tonight, and nevertheless, he's been the catalyst tonight.
Dude,
So,
by far. All right, the Gardens.
let's keep it going.
The Gardens on
Finish
fire.
this one off.
The Gardens must be mayhem in the Garden right now.
Oh, absolutely. I think the turning point was when the Pistons didn't inbound the ball in the first possession of the fourth quarter. I think the crowd got on them, and that's what brought on the Knicks. Obviously, Campaign's done a phenomenal job. I'm not taking credit away from him, but crowd. Obviously, they know better. They know how they have to be alive at this moment.
No, they've come out in the fourth quarter on fire, like angry, and that's what I needed to see.
Ride the momentum. Ride the wave.
They've come out in this fourth quarter angry. 15-0 run in 3 minutes exactly.
They've pushed the lead to 7. I'm pretty sure that's their biggest lead since the first quarter.
Yeah, that is correct, Dylan.
Yep.
That is the biggest lead for them, at least.
Since that first quarter, yeah, because they started out the game like up 10-3 or something like that. You got to just keep it going. Deliver the knockout blow. You got the Pistons on the ropes.
The Pistons are just hanging on by a thread right now. As Dylan keeps saying, keep the momentum.
And keep this lineup on the floor. This is the lineup that has changed the game.
The energy is contagious. It's infectious right now.
Where would we be without Cameron Payne right now?
What a guy.
Never thought I'd be saying that.
As we look at the retired jerseys, fans waving their flags at Madison Square Garden. Campaign and Brunson, 7 of 7 in the fourth quarter, 17 points.
Hey, the Knicks are coming out with some energy right now, though. Look at the defense. They are playing it tight.
Cunningham has it. Along the wing, gives to Harris. Harris, I should say, in the mid-range against Hart. Harris, backing him down, deflected by Hart, out of bounds. Talk about Josh Hart. He was trying to keep him out of position there.
Wild, baby. Wild.
Pistons will have 12 to shoot off that deflection. Duran has it, nearly lost it. Duran hands off to Cunningham. Cunningham right of the screen. Looks, pass, deflected, stolen by Towns. Towns takes it. Here comes Brunson inside. He scores.
Nice feed by Josh Hart. Don't forget that Hart's assist too.
17-0 run here at the Garden. Screen coming. Harris around the screen, hands to Hardaway. Hardaway, three-pointers up. It's no good. Rebound, Towns.
Dude, Towns is on fire right now, man.
Brunson,
Everybody's on fire.
space,
Everybody's on
drives,
fire.
looking for me to slow it down a bit. I would get Cat involved in the action. Brunson drives right, inside, shots blocked by Duran. Anunoby keeps it, 7 to shoot, gives back to Towns. Towns looks Hart, driving to the paint. Hart, inside, gets through the defense and scores. Knicks
There he
up by
is.
11.
There he frickin' is. There's my heart.
19-0 run at the Garden. Harris goes left, driving on Towns. Inside, shot is no good. Rebound, Towns. Here comes Brunson. Brunson
Oh my
looks,
God.
drives, Hart, inside. That shot is good too.
21-0 run, baby.
Run for the Knicks. They're up
21-0 run.
13.
This
Cunningham
is
has it.
insane.
Gives to Beasley. Beasley for 3. That shot will end the run.
21-0 run.
All right, Knicks got to lock
Outrageous.
in despite that.
Incredible.
Knicks got to
Just
lock in
incredible.
despite that. Little push there by Beasley on Hart.
21-0 run.
The Pistons right now are just completely all out of sorts. All out of sorts.
Brunson off the screen, switched on to Harris, 9 to shoot. Brunson looking. Brunson 1-on-1 drifts, drives, pull up mid-range, and 3-second violation on the Pistons. That's the third time Duran's been called.
Duran's absolutely out on his feet.
This is outrageous right now. This is one of the craziest runs I've seen all year. I don't think the Knicks have had a run like this all season.
Never.
Backs against the
21-0?
wall.
No way.
And they just come out looking unstoppable on both ends?
Right.
I mean,
To
How
look
about
so
Towns?
confident for 3 quarters and then just to come out in the fourth quarter like, no, I'm not having this. And then just
How about
destroy
Towns
them.
making some defensive plays?
everybody's doing their part.
Yeah, Brunson's come out the second half so much better.
Inbound to Campaign. He gives it off to Brunson. Brunson defended by Malik Beasley. Towns sets a screen to the right. Brunson driving, looking, feeds Towns. Towns inside to Hart. Inside. Teamwork is great. 114,
There we
101.
go. Cat, baby.
Cunningham
Beautiful
drives
pass from
inside.
Cat.
Blocked, but a foul.
Beautiful pass by Cat. Great
Well,
job, Payne.
that's what pick and roll can get you. They hedge the screen. Towns goes free. The defender that was on Hart has to drop up, has to go up to Towns, and Hart is right there for the cut. That's what the pick and roll can do. Especially the way that they're going to play Towns. Cunningham knocks down the free throw.
One 114-102. Wow. Well, there's Uncle Steve in the front row there. Steve
Yes.
Cohen.
Well,
Cunningham
now
knocks-
you're at a point where you don't even have to worry about scoring as much. You just need to protect the lead.
Brunson, 1-on-1 against Schroeder. Towns looks like he wants to come with a screen. He does. 12 on the shot clock. Brunson against Schroeder, backing him down. Brunson in the mid-range, high post. Brunson turns, fires. Shot's no good. Rebound Tobias Harris. Harris will bring it up. Harris in the mid-range, fakes the pull-up, stops dribbling into Cunningham, stolen by Payne.
Campaign is just on a completely different level.
Incredible.
And you know what's beautiful? We haven't seen any bridges.
Thank God. Payne.
Thank God.
Towns. Towns defended by Thompson. Towns center the basket inside, lays it in.
There we go. Get the ball.
103.
Get the ball.
Cunningham playing a high screen. Pass is deflected and stolen again. Knicks with another turnover. Brunson looks back to Payne. Campaign misses, tipped out, and rebounded by Beasley. I was preparing for a bang there had he made it. Harris drives. Harris inside. Blocking foul and one.
Say it again. Get the ball. Cut the ball.
And even there's help coming, and it's just too much. It's just too
You
much.
just got to protect the lead now at this point. Protect the lead.
116-105 New York. They were down as much as 9 in the third quarter. They are up 11 now. Tobias Harris at the line knocks down the free throw. Now the lead is now cut to 10. Campaign gets the inbound. Beasley defending tightly as Josh Hart will bring it up. Screen and roll. Hart gives to Towns. Towns slowing it down a little bit, 13 to shoot. Towns one-on-one versus Thompson. Takes him to the basket. Towns inside, and shot misses. Rebound by Thompson. OG, and let's see what happens. It's Knicks basketball. Another turnover by Detroit.
At this point in the game, just take as much time off the clock as you can, as Hart, for whatever reason, just took a layup early in the shot clock.
116-106.
At this stage in the game, you just got to take off as much time as you can and protect the lead and close this one out. It's that simple.
Harris will bring it up. And Cunningham was tripped. So Detroit will go to the free throw line again.
I'm so glad that Thibodeau hasn't put in Bridges. That's a beautiful thing.
Cunningham misses the first. Donald, you just called it, literally.
Well, hold on. I agree with this move, though. You just got to protect the lead at this point. You don't need his scoring no more. I agree with this move.
How about Campaign, man? Phenomenal run.
Unbelievable fourth quarter from Campaign.
Cunningham knocks down the second. They will bring it up.
There's walking Ritalin, Mikal Bridges.
Bridges gives to Brunson, 13 to shoot. Brunson goes right, drives, looks, finds Bridges, pull up, mid-range jumper for Bridges, gets it to go. Mikal Bridges off the bench.
Yeah, he still has.
118-107. Cunningham drives into the paint inside, gets it to go.
Well, what a finish by Cade Cunningham, man.
He's a special player, no doubt. Brunson will bring it up. And are they gonna call a foul on? Looks like they didn't even call a foul on Thompson there, so it's gonna be Pistons basketball.
I mean, I think that's a good call. I don't know why Brunson was forcing that.
Cunningham banks in a three-pointer.
Boom. I mean, kind of getting what you deserve, just honestly. Some bad possessions here. Oh, fuck. Did Cat just lose the ball?
Nope, it's a foul.
It stayed. It stayed.
Oof.
You play with your food, this is what you get. You got to be careful
You're
now.
right, man. I'm telling you that the momentum's been blown again.
You still have a big lead though. You're still up 6. You're still up 6. You got time. You got the control of this game.
Not that big in a minute and 21 seconds.
No, but wind the clock down, and then there you go. And Brunson gets that layup in. So
Brunson has it.
Go back up 8.
Right up against Thompson. Drives down the lane. Now retreats. Guard and crowd on their feet. Brunson drives, not fouled. Inside, gets it to go. Cunningham running.
Hell of a finish from Brunson, man. That is
Cunningham for 3. No good. Way off. Rebound, Josh Hart.
Captain clutch material right there.
Hart with a hell of a dribble got Cunningham to gamble on that play.
What a spin move.
Bridges looks. Towns looking, Hart inside, finishes. Knicks up 10.
Cat and
That's
Hart
gonna
have a
do it.
really good partnership. Cat feeds Hart inside really, really well. Anyone else pick up on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Thompson, pull up mid range, way off. That's an air ball.
That'll do it. Woo! We won.
Bridges, 1-on-1, gives back to Brunson.
Unreal fourth quarter. I mean,
And Beasley
unreal.
just mauled Brunson. What the hell was that? And Josh Hart, I think, might go say a word or two.
Truly
Well, that's a foul.
unbelievable fourth quarter. Incredible fourth quarter.
What is that from Beasley?
Look at the box score right now. They've outscored him 39-21. They've put up damn near 40 points in this quarter.
What is that from Beasley? Shoving him like that. It's a
It's not the
10-point game.
It's a
It's not the
frustration foul, man.
It's
20
not the
seconds left.
Frustration foul.
Be better. He should get a tech for that.
He won't, though. It's not the first time he's done that, I don't think. And he misses the free throw.
What a win. Just an incredible comeback. Incredible comeback.
That was crazy clutch. It really is, as Aiden says. Crazy clutch. Fourth quarter.
Brunson at the line. Knocks down his second.
40.4, baby.
Thompson going in. And is stripped. And that will do it.
Cat, baby!
New York Knicks will win 123-112 at the Garden. Game 1 victory to officially signature that MSG is not to be fucked with, folks. The Garden crowd is not to be fucked with. Knicks take game 1, 123-112 on back half of a marvelous fourth quarter from a numerous amount of players. Cameron Payne, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns. Great work by the Knicks. Great work.
I'm so proud of Karl Anthony Towns in his first playoff game, man. He played out of his mind, especially defensively in the fourth quarter. He was making so many steals, assists in transition. Really proud of that. Campaign with the energy, though.
21-0 was the longest Knicks run in a postseason since 1996-97.
Wow.
It was crazy clutch. You're absolutely right, Aiden. Whew. But I'll start with Dylan, then Donald. Final thoughts. This was one hell of a game.
I'm still speechless. I mean, what a fourth quarter that was. I mean, incredible. I mean, the first three quarters, they just looked lifeless. I mean, they were sloppy on both ends. They kind of looked up and down, very shaky. Fourth quarter, how about Cameron Payne? I think he is the star of the show. Jalen Brunson had all the points, and Karl Anthony Towns was great too. Cameron Payne changed the game. He changed the game. He came in that fourth quarter, started hitting some great shots, making some great plays on defense. He changed this game, and he is a big reason why the Knicks came away with this one. I thought, otherwise OG Anunoby had a great game. I thought, guys that struggled as well, of course, that's concerning. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to talk about them too much because they won this game behind that incredible 21-0 run in the fourth. I mean, I haven't seen them do that this season. That was an inspiring victory right there. Very inspiring. And I'm really looking forward to game 2 after that because right now, they just gave Detroit a gut punch. They had all the control, and they just completely lost it. So those are my final thoughts on it.
Donald, do you have the floor?
Yeah, remember our preview episode? I felt that the Knicks were saving their best for last. And Dylan was saying it was even possible that they were kind of saving it up for the playoffs. It kind of looks like it because that was a kind of inspirational win that they haven't shown all year long.
That's true.
And the kind of energy, that kind of just like, we will not be beaten energy that we have not seen all year long. And I was starting to wonder if we were ever going to see it. And did we see that? Boy, did we see that in the fourth quarter. It was unbelievable. It was intense. I just saw it in the eyes of Karl Anthony Towns and campaign in the first half. I could tell by their eyes. You can even tell. It's psychological. You could tell which players wanted it. I could tell that Bridges wanted to go home and have a sleep, but I could tell that campaign wanted it. He was getting the game. He was getting the Garden fired up. Brunson went off the court, changed his shoes, comes back like freaking Magic Man, and hit every single shot. Literally, it was almost like 100% from the field after that. It was crazy. What a turnaround! And Karl Anthony Towns, I'm incredibly proud of him because we were kind of worried about him playing defense at the 5. His defense was perfect in the fourth quarter. He set up so much in transition, getting steals, beautiful passes to Josh Hart. He has a really good partnership with Josh Hart, and he fed him inside a bunch of times. Great job all around by those guys. Very proud of that. And let's go game 2. And Garden's obviously excited. That was an inspirational win that we've been waiting for all year long. Let's see if we can ride that momentum. Proud of them. Proud of them. Campaign, heroic. OG, heroic. Cat, heroic. Brunson, heroic. Bridges, go to bed. That's how I'm going to sum it up.
Yeah, I got to agree with Donald. This is probably the most inspiring victory of the season, and not only it couldn't have come at a better time in the playoffs. They were down 9. Like we were all getting legitimately worried in the third quarter. Like, oh, this is going to be where it unravels. It really tested the team's soul. And I'm not going to say that there's not going to be more battles coming up. There will be, but with the Garden crowd behind them, the heroes came out to play. As Dal mentioned, and Dylan mentioned, Campaign, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns. And there's people with questions about Towns, about his mentality, about, him being aggressive and all these different things. Towns wanted it, man. I don't care what anybody says. Towns wanted it. He might not have put up like 40 points, and who really cares about that? I don't know who would be saying that anyway, just for the purpose of that. But that dude showed his heart. He wants to win here. I give him all the credit in the world. And also, let's be fair. We criticized him early on in the game, and I think there were some criticisms. Credit to Tibbs for keeping in Campaign, because this never happened. Credit to Tibbs for keeping in Campaign. Ride the hot hand. And it wasn't even just like, okay, he didn't have the ball in his hands for 100% of the time when it came to the fourth quarter. And, obviously there were times in the beginning he did. But his underrated role was defense. On-ball defense was aggressive as all hell. So was his off-ball. Absolutely. And that's why I think he's in the rotation. It's not because of his shooting. It's because of his defense. That's his most underrated aspect. But without further ado, this is the end of our stream. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you know when I go live or drop a new video. Share this channel out to your Knicks fans, friends, and family, even your pets as well. Also, sub up to Pinstripe Chronicles. I put the link in the chat. Also, Donald and Dylan's links, Fireside Knicks, Donald's X, Dylan's X, all in the description. I'll update you guys in terms of a broadcast stream for the next game because I'm going to the Garden Monday, and that's going to be a hell of a ride.
Have you got the tickets?
Not officially, but I will be buying them as soon as possible.
Yeah, you got to get them, man.
And Thursday, for some reason, the NBA had to put a game on the day 1 of the draft, which is silly in my opinion. But you know what? As long if it's for us Giant and Jet fans, our teams pick early. Just watch the Jets pick, watch the Giants pick. Turn your attention to the next game. We won't be able to stream because I'll be streaming with Big Blue in the Bronx for the draft. But regardless, I'll keep you guys updated from Dylan, Donald, and myself. This has been Knicks Cast. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys soon. I want to hear from each and one of you. We'll start with Dylan, then Donald, and myself. I know Dylan's the more quiet one. Go New York, go New York, go.
I was going to say that.
Go New York, go New York, go.
Donald?
Go New York, go New York, go!
Go New York, go New York, go. Let's go, boys. Knicks win. They're up 1-0 in the series. Let's go. Talk to you guys later. Peace.